Act 3. Let's go. Let's talk with our team, I guess. They gotta say something different. I guess our Arushula first, since she's completely new. You're just hanging out by the temple? Arushula's ruby eyes stare watchfully at passerbyers who don't notice her even at arm's length. She turns to you, her face a mixture of contemplation, sadness, and admiration. They're amazing, aren't they? What are you doing here? I'm watching. She nods at the city dwellers as they hurry past. I'm listening to their conversations, studying their faces. I'm trying to understand what they truly are. Why do you like to watch people? You know, in my old life, I thought I knew everything about them. I was a master of seduction after all. I knew how to tempt a mortal into doing anything I required. I could trap them in a lie, or lie myself and never get caught. It's disgusting to remember, but that was my life for many centuries. Now I see I knew nothing. A demon warrior probably also considers himself an expert on mortals because he's killed so many of them. He certainly knows where to thrust a spear for a quick death, and where to thrust it for a long and painful one, and he thinks that's enough. My knowledge, it was of the same kind. I ruined many mortals without learning the first thing about them. Now I watch them to understand them. This won't give my victims back their lives, of course, but still, by growing closer to these mortals, it's like I'm paying back some part of my debt to the victims' memories. You learned anything new about mortals? They love cats. I guess that's true. Arushula speaks in a very serious manner, as if sharing an important scientific discovery with you. But then a moment later, she smiles to give the joke away. I see. Let me ask you another question. Of course, but forgive me if I don't have any answers. Tell me about yourself. I'm afraid you won't like what I'm about to tell you. Where do succubi come from? Did you have a childhood? No. Well, yes, but in brief, the abyss is nothing like the mortal world. She makes a gesture in the air, trying to find the right words. You remember life since conception. No, wait, you don't remember that part, do you? But certainly you know everything since birth. We do not. Normally, when a human dies, the Lady of Graves decides which plane they go to. Most often, those who arrive in the abyss turn into larvae. You know, the little worms no one notices until you step on them. They crawl in the mud for centuries, devouring each other, and the strongest ones turn into demons. That's how that works? Huh. I don't know how the transformation happens. Maybe we hatch out of them, like caterpillars out of butterflies. No, wait, it's the other way around. Or maybe greater demons sculpt us out of them? Like so much clay? I don't know what happened to the larva they used to make me. In my own memory, it begins with a vague, fragmentary image. Terrors, executions, orgies. I remember some poor lad, half gnawed by the larva. He was crying and begging to be killed, and I pointed at him and laughed and said I wouldn't. Desna, forgive me, I'm so ashamed. How did you end up turning against the abyss? Temptation. She smiles sadly. Strange, isn't it? So many people believe that being good is important, but it's boring and unpleasant. And all that's enjoyable and tempting pertains to evil. Even the servants of kind gods often think so, do they not? You have no idea how easy that makes the role of a temptress. Well, it was my great fortune to discover that it's not always like that. She looks away. My last victim was a priestess of Desna, the tender of dreams. As you know, demons do not sleep. I did not know that. What? Sure. Mortals always compared their greatest moments to dreams. So I decided it would be interesting to see for myself. And while I was at it, forgive me, goddess, to mock Desna. This priestess laid in my arms, dying of my kiss. I remember every smallest detail. The cold sweat on her skin, her eyes rolled back into her head, her weak whisper. It's so difficult to recount. Well, I dove into her mind to see what mortal dreams are like, but the goddess saw me in her realm. And it turned out I remained there far longer than I planned. What did the goddess do to you? As punishment, she gave me mercy. I often think, why me? She could easily blow me away like smoke with a flick of her finger. The gods rarely trouble themselves with the lives of mortals, even less so with demons. But for reasons of her own, she paid me special attention. She awoke in me the memories of the sinners whose souls were used to create me. All those humans, I knew nothing of them until Desna showed me. Each of them had their own dreams, and the world without pity trampled each of them and placed them on a path that led to the abyss. Their memories, all their hopes and pains. I'm sorry, it's hard for me to talk about this. You see tears well up in the succubus's eyes. She wipes away her tears and continues. The most important thing I realized was that every mortal is a little world of hopes and dreams, and that although I might be a succubus, I didn't have to live forever with those beastly, boring pleasures and tortures of the abyss. I can be free. I can be myself, if only I can understand who I am. You don't know who you are? What of you? Do you know who you are? Are there many mortals who can make that claim? Yeah, I guess not. Before returning me to the mortal realm, Desna whispers something to me. I can still hear her words. She asked me, "What do you dream of?" And I don't know. I still don't. You see, demons are simple creatures. She purses her lips. Each is guided by 2 or 3 strong sins. Before my conversions, my sins were all I was. A ball of desire without anyone behind them doing the desiring. Desires for sex, for flattery, and food. But now I have me. And it's amazing, but it's so complicated. She makes an apologetic gesture and smiles. What did you do after Desna converted you? I traveled. In the beginning, I thought it was wise to keep away from the demons and their temptations. Run off to Absalom, or perhaps even further, to another plane. But then I realized I didn't deserve freedom yet. The abyss was still in me. It called to me, tempting me, seducing me. If I ran away, I would soon return to my old habits. She forces the word from her mouth. That is why I came here, to join the war, to remember who my enemy is, to defeat the demons, not just for the mortal world, but for myself as well. Because if I don't kill my past, it will always be reaching for me. I'm a wonderful liar. I'm no longer proud of it, but it's still true. The demons never suspected my treason until the very end. I lived as a spy and regularly reported back to the priest of Desna whatever I learned. Naturally, I concealed my identity from them as well. I would never have been caught, but when I learned that the Scari was planning an attack on Canabris, there was no time for caution. I risked everything to warn you, and paid with my freedom. I guess good. Thank you for not running from evil, but confronting it. Yes, I'm glad I did, but you know it's hard. Evil calls me back, every day. And when it's so close, what if one day I grow tired of fighting? So do you worship Desna now? The goddess did a lot for me, more than I ever deserved. Asking anything more of her would be impudent. I'm grateful to her, but I try not to trouble her with my prayers. Well, thanks for your answers. I hope they didn't upset you too much, at least not as much as they upset me. We are being attacked by demons with unusual powers. Do you know anything about them? She thinks for a long while. Finally, she answers hesitantly. Back in Alushinria, there were rumors about terrible experiments that Baphomet and Discari performed on their troops to make them stronger. Here on the material plane, these rumors were embellished with lots of details. Some say the demons undergo rituals acquired from Zon Kuthon. Others say they feed on the blood of angels or Clyphos or demon lords. Still, others say there are no experiments and Baphomet is just bringing back fighters from the future. A future in which demons have already taken all of Galarian? That can happen? Like in Pathfinder? Huh. Is there a grain of truth in any of these ramblings? There's no way to know. Actually, none of these rumors give any indication to where these demons come from. I'm sorry I can't help. The only thing that's clear is that the lowly fighters in the army of the Abyss are as puzzled by this as we are. I don't think it would be smart to ask this, because we literally just met her. Maybe later on. What do you... also 5, I don't know if she would. What do you think of the powers I gave you? It's a great temptation. I don't know if I should be trusted with such power. I certainly wouldn't trust myself with it. When you have so much power, it's easy to decide you're a god and the mortals are your toys. Perhaps I should wait until we defeat the forces of the abyss. But that's precisely what these powers are for. She thinks for a moment, then speaks softly. You take great risk. I'm not sure I can handle the temptation. It's hard enough as it is. Should I? Nah, I'll just ask both of these maybe later on. I have to go. I'll be watching you. Oh, this is different. Drawing her ruby eyes away from the passerbyers, she looks at you. It's good that you're here. Shall we be silent together? Do you like silence? I used to talk a lot before, and all of it was a lie. My words ruined so much. I like silence more now. Interesting. Okay. Bye-bye. They don't have new well, she doesn't have new dialogue. See ya. I thought every party member would have a new dialogue since this is the new act. Or at least taking over Dresden. Hello. She greets you with a servile bow. Master, how can I serve you? Am I imagining things or do you find me attractive? She smiles playfully. Maybe I do. I like people like you. People who are strong, determined, who don't hide behind others. Thanks, man. I like you too. Then why am I here and not in your bed already? She smirks and snaps her teeth playfully, showing off her sharp fangs. If you want me, I'm not opposed to the idea. I've been wondering if you're as good in bed as you are in battle. Well, I mean, at least you're not saying this when we're in a war like last time. Alright, bye-bye. Thank you for talking to me, Master. Looking around the place, the Count seems quiet and dejected. Ah, Stardust, hello there. I'm feeling uncharacteristically pensive right now. Or rather, I'm finding it rather difficult to put my thoughts into words today. I'm trying to understand something. We've been traveling together for a while now. What's your opinion of me? I guess good. I sincerely believe that you can change and become a better person. Ugh, did you have to spoil the moment with such trite reproof? Fine. Do you know why I asked you that? Because the answer to the question, what do you think of me, usually reveals more about one doing the answering than the one doing the asking. Now that I got you thinking, let's proceed to the usual small talk. Do you want to talk about your past? About Heaven's Edge? Do you want me to write a detailed report? You are the commander of the crusade, not my personal biographer. Why do you need this boring trivia? That's it, huh? Oh no, there's more. You know what? Darian asked, not even bothering to greet you. I noticed a certain cyclical pattern in my life ever since I met you. First something happens, then leaves me positively intrigued, then I descend into the depths of fear and anger, then I start to think it's not so bad. The curiosity comes back, and then something even more dreadful occurs. The demons attacking my home, the city around it, wasn't pleasant enough already. But I thought I could compensate that by striking up a curious acquaintance and having some new experiences. Then my dearest cousin threw me right in the middle of a crusade. And just when I started to see some positives in my current situation, the gargoyles kidnapped me. The slaughter in Dresden following my triumphant rescue effectively put out every spark of optimism that I managed to gather. Now that the city is in our hands again, it's getting more and more tolerable to stay here. I feel surprisingly good, and I'm even beginning to find the city rather enjoyable. This brings one very reasonable question to my mind. What is the next outrageous and dangerous mess you're going to pull me into? I guess I have a couple more perilous trials and insurmountable challenges in store just for you. Does that list include the ordeal known as the trial of the cold oatmeal? If not, then there's nothing to be afraid of. And if you think I've just shown you my weak spot, then you're wrong. It was deliberate misinformation. Okie dokie. There has to be something inside here. Oh, my banner's there. Breast, chest. Oh, this is our room. Okay. Yeah, this is the new headquarters now. So what is this? I can't move. Well, I guess there's a bunch of... Whoa, that's the map? Oh, this is the entire map for the game? Damn, we only did like... What would this even be? A fifth, maybe? Maybe even smaller? You can only have one of your decrees issued for each crusade stat at any given time. Oh my god. Oh my god. So the one means it's a day, right? So if I just do this. The diplomatic council is assembled and awaits the commander. Military, staff, and logistic. Okay. So if I leave, it happen? Oh man, I can't believe there's another game mode to do. Like besides the military campaign. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's Wenduag. A fresh bruise swells on the huntress' cheekbone. Wenduag releases a furious hiss, reminiscent of a nest fighting vipers. I am so sick and tired of it. I can't tell what irritates me more, the stupidity of Uplanders' way of life or the arrogance on which they call themselves. I'll call anything else savagery. Perception. Oh wow, I succeeded. Under her mask of anger, you can clearly see her insecurity and wounded pride. Tell me everything. This crooked tiefling approached me. He was fawning over me and smiling. He brought me some good wine, and he kept saying that he'd be thrilled if I just take a look at his weapons. He said he was a craftsman, and that he'd be really flattered if a fighter of my quality appraised his work. So I did. And he kept pushing. Take a look at this blade. Try out this bow. The scumbag. So I chose a dagger for myself. A good one, with a blackened blade and a skinner. I really liked it. I picked it up, praised the work of that horn-headed scum, told him he was a decent craftsman, and that I was impressed. And off I went. But then he pounced on me, grabbed my arm. You must understand, master, that I couldn't let that go unpunished, so I knocked his teeth out with the handle of the same dagger. Then he started yelling that I stole from him. And a crowd gathered, and everyone was giving me dirty looks, like they were all so superior, as if I was some savage who crawled out of her hole just to bother these squeaky clean scumbags. What do they know? In Neathholm, every craftsman sees it as an honor if a hunter chooses his weapon. And these Uplanders, ugh. Her eyes are ablaze and she lets out a hiss, baring her teeth, but bewilderment still seeps in her voice. Well, you didn't pay for it, huh? Although if I say this, she'll probably be mad. I should probably go with what she would want to hear. This world is full of idiots. Sometimes I feel like knocking a couple teeth out too. She answers with an antsy chuckle, and then immediately throws a wary glance at you. You're not saying that to comfort me, are you? I don't need to be comforted. Comfort a fighter who's not afraid of blades or demon claws? Don't be ridiculous. Her expression is clearing. Wenduag nods and regains her usual ease. I knew you would understand. It's not like I give a damn what they say. Why would I? Stupid Uplanders. Her voice sounds a little too nonchalant. There's just one question left to answer. What should I do with the dagger now? An elegant weapon with a blackened blade appears in Wenduag's hand. I guess you gotta pay for it. Well, I gotta pay for it. Give her 500 gold. Give this money to the tiefling you took it from. I'd much rather give him a few good kicks up the... But as you wish. With a contented smile, she bows before you. Arushala. Iribeth said that we're under threat from a demon with unusual abilities. Like that Nabasu that attacked your army at the last chapel. Holy crap, it's been noisy in the background for so... How many minutes has it been? I've been trying to ignore it. They're very powerful and they're growing in number. You haven't found out where they're coming from, have you? Arushala looks around shyly and continues, lowering her voice as if entrusting you with a personal secret. I'm not sure, but I think I have a lead. I know where to find someone who can lead us to the source of their power. Who are you talking about? A hag by the name of Jarudnika. She used to live here before the fall of Saracorsis, but when the demons invaded this world, she happily took their side. The old cannibal knows many secrets. You just have to make her talk. Does she have any special powers? Her? I doubt it. But still, be careful. She is a very old, very sly creature, and she's incredibly dangerous. Where can I find this informer of yours? Green Gates! I'll show you how to get there. Long ago, before the World Wound, there was a Sarkorian fortress there. Then Crusaders built a small chapel, but for many, many years, the place has been home to nothing but abomination and squalor. How'd you find out about this? She quickly looks at the faces of those present and seems to curl in on herself. Quietly, almost whispering, she says, "That is a long story. I will tell you when we get there, alright?" Well, thanks for the tip. Happy to help. It's just... She looks around cautiously again and lowers her voice. "You won't go there without me, will you? I want to personally make sure this monster doesn't escape you." Okay. Dude, I did not think this act would be... Well, starting. This act would be so, bureaucratic, I guess. Like, I want to go adventuring, man. I didn't think I'd be dealing with, like, government issues and stuff like that. Is it over? Oh my god, it's not over. Hail, Commander! Oh, it's not over! Hail, Commander! Oh, it's over. Damn, there's a lot of bureaucratic stuff you gotta do, huh? Look who it is, hi! Yeah, man, just busy with meetings. What do you think of my new powers? She scoffs. I don't know if this counts as blasphemy or whatever, but you look like Desna just had her wicked way with you. What? You got a bit of the divine sass about you now. And the dragon. I'm a little put out that I didn't see you how you flew on that thing in battle, sending the demons run scared, grabbing whatever they could and hightailing out of there. Do you find out anything about Minago? Nope. Zero zilch. A whole lot of nothing. The scum melted into thin air. Soldiers saw her jump out the window, run through the square in front of the citadel, and then suddenly disappear. We haven't heard anything from her since, and I don't like it. I'm telling you, this is bad. First of all, her kind don't just give up. If we can't see her, it means she's setting a trap for us somewhere we won't expect. I mean, it would be great if the Demon Lords just gobbled her up for all her failures. But I think that's too much hope. But that's not the worst part. We have a more interesting question. I wonder how she teleported from the city. Oh yeah. The banner stops everyone from teleporting, right? If by the time you already hung the banner, the soldiers are saying it probably wasn't in full force by then, but both you and I know that's dross. She wasn't supposed to be able to teleport, but she did. The question is how. Oh my god. Oh my god. You serious? There's a lot of side game in this compared to freaking Rogue Trader. Baldur's Gate didn't even have a side game. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Baldur's Gate didn't have any. I think this whole thing, like this and the city building, I guess I'll do it just like the army minigame where I'll just do it off screen unless something big happens. I am a dreadful dragon of destruction. I wreak chaos and devour the hearts of my foes. I am the dark knight of your futile hopes. And I'm not tiny at all. I just use my magic to become smaller and more agile. Yep. Phew. My scare away demon speech is hard. I need to keep practicing. Avu, I followed your advice. I tried to be nicer and more rebellious. You are my best friend, and almost a real Azata. I always knew this would happen. Really, I did. Where do you come from again, and why did you decide to help me? You're my bestest friend. How could I not help you? As for coming here, I just sensed your power and flew all the way to you. I mean, I can't usually fly between the planes by myself, but your power was like a guiding light, so I just flew. Tell me about Elysium. I can't tell you all that much about Elysium. I only lived there for 5 years. After all, if you don't count the time I spent as an egg. It's a beautiful world. So many things grow there, and they produce beautiful fruit. But there are some fruits that you're not allowed to eat. Oh, it's like the Garden of Eden. And the apple. There are some places where you're not allowed to fly either. And there are places that kids aren't allowed to visit. Though not as many as there are here in Galarian. All kinds of beings live in Elysium. Even titans and gods. But what the hell is a titan? Huh. Is a titan like a demigod? I've only ever met one. Caden Kalen. He's not like other gods. He can go wherever he wants and talks to whoever he wants. Imagine that. There I was, just flying around on some errands. And I met him. A god. He let me sit on his shoulder and carried me around for a bit. It was so much fun. But then he gave me a sip of beer. And I said it tasted revolting. I realized it probably wasn't the best thing to say to the god of ale and wine. Oh, is he really? Oh, the god of alcohol. Oh, you fucked up. But he wasn't angry. He just laughed and said, I understand when I grew up. I hate it when people say that. Even a god. You think a god would know what a dragon likes? I don't know. He's a god, maybe. What do you think of my companions? Oh. I thought you never asked. I like Ursula the best. She's so cute. And she has wings, too. They make her twice as cute. Aw. Ember is kind, but I'm a little scared of her. And don't tell anyone this. I almost got in a fight with that crow of hers. Regil? Boo. Let's kick him out, pretty please. Well, that makes sense. Socio always smiles at me, but he won't paint me properly. I keep telling him to add an extra tail. A fluffy one. And make my claws fluffy. And maybe add a little golden plume that glows. But he just says that I don't look like that in real life. Who cares about real life when you can imagine so much better? Sela? I kinda like her, but I kinda don't. She always treats me like I'm just a little pipsqueak. I mean, I know I'm little, but I'm still a dragon. Camila is beautiful, but her spirit doesn't seem to want to talk to me for some reason. I guess it's just too shy? Darian is mean. He doesn't think I'm even a little bit cute, I'm sure of it. How can you even speak to someone who doesn't love a cute little dragon like me? And I'm a bit scared of Nenio. She always tried to catch me. Oh, she already tried to catch me 3 times. She said she wanted to measure me with a ruler or something and attach a clothespin to my wings. It sure was annoying. Wendewag is a meanie. I don't like meanies. She's still cute though. The little spider legs are the cutest of all. Aw. I like Irabeth, but only from a distance. I don't want to be too friendly with her. I mean, she'd probably start making scary faces and stamping her feet if I scattered peas where the paladins go to pray. You know, to make them slip and flail their arms about trying to stay standing. That'd be so funny. Anivia probably wouldn't yell at me, but she'd probably catch me before I even poured the peas. I'm friends with your entire court, especially on Ranka, Wallflower, and Ilks. Those are the people way back in Act 1. But you probably already knew. Aren't you scared of battling demons? Not even a tiny bit. After all, I have you by my side. Aw. By the way, next time we meet any demons, we should ask them if they're scared to fight us. Alright, well I gotta go. And I have to go too. We have to go. Both of us. I think that's it. I did the decree, Anivia. Yeah. Oh man, that was long. And we still haven't even got out of Dresden. Oh, this guy. I remember you.
How can I help you?
Oh, you're voiced. Who are you?
Don't you remember our last meeting?
I do.
The name is Greybor. I'm an assassin for hire. But I suspect you're not here for small talk. Are you in need of my services?
We already manned Canabras, didn't we?
Yes, I had a contract to assassinate a rather overconfident demon named Kylus there. I guess that counts as participation in the siege of Canabras. Not that my employer had any interest in the actual outcome of the battle. Come to think of it, the information my client provided me with was almost suspiciously accurate. They seemed to be aware both of the impending attack on Canabras and of the fact that Kylus was going to be there. That's an impressive target. I can take this job, but only if we do it soon. I'm expecting a new assignment from my regular client, and I'll have to leave as soon as I have the orders. And of course, you should know that this dragon will not come cheaply. 2,500 gold, paid in advance.
How about a discount?
Let's think this through. Are there lots of assassins in this town who have the valuable experience of subduing dragons and are willing to work for you? Will I lose any profit by protracted haggling? Will you? Is there any chance that someone less competent than
We don't need them, do
will be
we?
able to locate your target as efficiently as I would? No.
Although we haven't fought a dragon at all yet.
There is absolutely no reason for me to give you any discounts. 2,500 gold is an honest price for the head of a fire breather.
Not right now.
I see that you underestimate my worth. Not that it matters. Those who have questioned my competence can be found in just about every graveyard in
Can
Avestan.
I still hire him later?
A large adult female.
Yeah,
I
he's
see
lame.
that
Alright.
good.
So I guess that's the point of the tavern, just to have him for one of the quests. Nura bares her teeth like a cornered rat. Come to gloat? I need info. Do you? And why would I give it to you? Because helping me is your only chance to earn a pardon. I don't want your pardon. If you want to kill me, then kill me. On the second thought, you know what? I don't care. I don't care about you, or the demons, or myself. Especially not myself. What do you want? Well, that was easy. Who did you work for? The Templars of the Ivory Labyrinth, cultists of Baphomet. Some serve him for rewards, others serve under dire threats. Some fools even think they'll earn transformation into demons. I only served because it was my chance at revenge. The Grand Master leads the Templars. He is a mysterious figure said to be more of an ideologue than an actual commander. All the cultists I know answer to a woman named Jerabeth. I never saw her myself, but I heard that she is dazzling beautiful. And when she speaks, you believe her every word, even if you know that she's lying through her teeth. I have absolutely no idea where to look for her, but I know there's someone much more powerful and dangerous. Someone the common followers never see. Rumor has it, it's Baphomet's flesh and blood daughter. Something like reverence seeps into her voice. Minago also gave me orders, but I don't think I could tell you anything new about her. You met her a few times. Are there any other cultists in the Crusader army besides you? I think so, but everyone I knew has been caught by the Eagle Watch. Erebeth sent a lot of us to the gallows, but Baphomet will always find new servants. Always. Anyone could be a cultist, even Erebeth herself. You think you could tell your friend from your enemy? Ha ha ha, think again. Who's the leader? The cultists are dumb meat. They can't hide, only fight. But there are others among them, adepts of higher rank, intelligent, dangerous wizards hiding somewhere in the Worldwound. They are led by Xanther, the Plagued One. He isn't human. I don't know what he is, but he's not human, that's for sure. They say he doesn't even have a human body, only a mass of insects swarming under his robe. Who was that huge demon that attacked us during battle? That was a Balor named Darazand, the leader of those poor creatures who had been ordered to fill the ditches of Dresden with their own bodies and break the walls of the city with their own heads. He had them run drills every day, and every day they had to scrape someone off the ground. You're lucky that dwarf chased them off. Darazand alone could hold off a small army. He'll be back, and all of you here will be as good as dead. I mean, I did say I would pardon her, right? You're free, go wherever you want. Seriously? You gonna let me go? You know I'm not just gonna walk away quietly. I'm gonna keep seeking revenge until my dying breath. I'm serious, get out. Well, farewell. Maybe we'll meet again. Oh damn, she just disappeared. Okay. Huh. Well, hopefully that doesn't bite me in the ass. Turncoat Demoness, a succubus who has betrayed the forces of evil, hoping to change her vicious nature. Oh, I gotta do the crusade stuff to like unlock the map. Oh, damn it. Oh, this is a scar we just got. Okay, well, I'll do this off screen. Well, would you look at that? An adventurer has arrived. The figure's face is hidden behind the mask, but he sounds friendly, although you detect a note of sadness in his voice. When he speaks again, however, his tone is cold, emotionless, as if reciting a text he memorized long ago. You are searching for ancient knowledge, but the path to the heart of mystery can only be revealed to the one most worthy. However, all it takes are a few small steps to set you on this path of discovery, so put yourself to the test. Answer my questions with the knowledge you possess, and prove you are worthy of possessing far greater knowledge. What is the heart of mystery? It is a hidden sanctuary of knowledge, where the secrets of creation will be revealed to the one most worthy. The masked figure's voice is flat and lifeless. The heart of mystery will only open to one most worthy. Secret knowledge must be earned. Will you walk this path to the end? Will you become the first among many? But I will show you how to reach the core of the riddle. Solve its puzzle and it will take you one step closer to the knowledge you desire. A strange melodious sound fills the air. The ghost stands up hastily. I've been released! The demonic spell is gone! The ghost's voice has changed. His tone is no longer cold and emotionless. Listen to me, adventurer. I am a dead man forced to keep an eternal watch. I am a spirit bound by a spell. Magic forces me to say all this nonsense about knowledge and rewards, and it also prevents me from telling you who condemned me from this fate, what happens within the heart of mystery. However, there are other things that I can tell you. You have to hurry though. I only have time to answer a single question before the spell sends me to oblivion. Why would anyone go to the trouble to find the one most worthy? What's the point of these puzzles and riddles? I can't answer that question. I am forced to be part of this, but I do not know the purpose of my enslavement. The power that binds me also wants adventurers to solve riddles. That is all I know. I am supposed to tell adventurers that my questions are a test to see if they are worthy. In reality, however, they're nothing more than bait. They are meant to lure adventurers to the reward that awaits them in the heart of mystery. The ghost barely manages to finish the sentence. A sudden burst of magical energy surges through his body and it disappears with a scream. I guess this is the first place we'll go for the quest we have. They should be looking at the hag, who I'm assuming is like a witch. Here we are. The hag should be around here somewhere. She catches her eye and blushes unexpectedly blooms on her cheeks. Quietly and in a near whisper, she adds, "Thank you for bringing me with you. This is important to me. Very important. Beware, you are not dealing with a creature that is very old, very devious, and very dangerous. Or you are dealing with that. She may not be a demon, but she can move like one. If you hesitate, she will slip from your grasp before you even know it. Fortunately, there is a relic of Death Nut in this very fortress, the Bell of Mercy. It will help you catch the hag, like a cat in a mouse trap. No, wait, you don't say that, do you? Like a mouse in a cat trap? Never mind. What matters is that you must catch her. The right way to say it is a mouse in a mouse trap. Yep, but I can see how you got confused. All those boring words. I get them mixed up all the time too. What if everybody said, catch a bee in a bear trap? Or maybe a moose in a fox trap? A manticore in a unicorn trap? A hedgehog? No, I don't want to catch a hedgehog. Too prickly. Now how about a rabbit in a goat trap? Ivu is distracted thinking up new combinations, no longer paying attention to those around her. How will this bell help? It's an ancient relic of Desna. The Crusaders brought it here from when there was still hope for Sarkoris could be retaken easily. Then the world would be expanded, and the Crusaders were forced to retreat, leaving the bell behind. The demons tried to corrupt it or destroy it, but they couldn't. The bell burned them when they touched it. Oh, it's like the banner. They managed to rip the bell's clapper from it, but they didn't take it far. Look for it. It should be around here. Desna imbued the bell with a powerful protective magic. If you strike it, all demons and their ilk inside the fortress will be unable to move. If the hag can't move, she will not be able to evade you. What can you tell me about this hag? Do you know there are different types of hags? Jarunica is one of the more terrifying types. An Anis hag. This flesh eater possesses frightening evil magic powers. She is not a demon, but she is far more cunning than many inhabitants of the abyss. Don't listen to her rigmarole, and don't believe her evasions. Just grab her, put her knife in her throat, and demand straight answers. And don't forget, like demons, she can travel huge distances using magic, but the sound of the bell will stop her from slipping away. Whoa, what the hell? Don't listen to her. Kill her immediately. You thought of everything, haven't you? I wonder what it is she might tell us. Are you certain you're not hiding anything from us, demon? How'd you know the hag would be here? We know each other of old. Actually, that's not true. We have never met in person, but I have been tracking her for quite some time. She shows up here and there, but every time I try to pin her down, she vanishes. I hope this time she won't slip away so easily. Arushula seems agitated, and you detect a tremor in her voice. It seems hunting this hag means an awful lot to her, but you have a sneaking suspicion that the succubus hasn't told you the full story. Alright, let's do it. May Desna aid us. Oh, I can finally rest. Thank God, we have so much negative bonus. Wenduag, stretching sinuously, says with affected displeasure, "The cold up here on the surface of yours is even worse than the back in the caves. Fall asleep in cold like that, and you might not wake up again. What a stupid and glorious way to die. Freezing, curled up in your bedroll, instead of perishing in bloody battle. That's why back home I made sure never to sleep alone." The look of the huntress gives you is heavy with promise. Contrary to her words, she seems alert and unaffected by the chill. Oh. Oh. You want a blanket? She answers with a smile that is both sweet and shameless. It doesn't matter who you use to cover yourself in bed. What matters is who you share the bed with. The warmth of another's body works better than any fabric or fur. I can't help you with that right now. She nods playfully. It's alright, I can wait. When you start feeling lonely, just let me know. Oh my god. And she's saying this within the group, like right next to everyone. What? I like how this entire time I didn't even question about the raining blood. Oh, the belfry. This is probably where the bell is then. This grave is well tended. It is much more recent than the chapel beside it. There's no name on the tombstone, only an elegant butterfly of destiny. I guess that's it. I thought there was gonna be like a boss or something by the bell. Strike the bell. The bell, now reunited with the clapper, produces a gentle, melodious ring. Whoa! Arushala, my dear, are you there? And you brought friends. Good, good. All the more for me. Alright, can you... You might be able to take this out, depending if you crit or not. Let's see. Nice! Damn, that was canon. Arushala is the one who did the final hit. Stop, stop! What are you doing, you reprobates? The beaten hag cowers on the rocks. Gone is the terrifying woman you were just fighting. And in its place is a small, frightened old woman. Why'd you treat an old biddy like me so harshly? Haven't you any shame, you great brutes? Don't listen to her. She's just stalling for time. Arushala raises her weapon. What do you know about the demons with the strange abilities? Where are they coming from? Speak! What demons? What are you on about? Under Arushala's cold gaze, the hag's face breaks into a grandmotherly smile. Ah, now those demons. Wouldn't they be friends of yours, Aru, my dear? What are you picking an old me for? I'd tell you everything I know, but you're far more and me on that score. The color drains on Arushala's face and the hag's smile grows wider, stretching ear to ear. My little chicken, don't tell me you haven't told your new toys all that. Kept it to yourself, did you? The hag bursts into a screeching laughter before turning her gaze on you. Take pity on an old woman. Let me go before any more harm's done. You better have a word with your little demoness about the demons. You liar! I never been to the Ivory Sanctum. Arushala's desperate outbursts is drowned out by another round of cackling from the hag. What's it you say you never been, eh? Where? Like you haven't been sniffing around it, seeing who comes and goes? You didn't see all that? I suppose you don't even know the password neither, eh? The hag looks at you. Your demon girl's lying through her teeth as per usual. Arushala, is this true? You known all along where the strange demons were coming from? You don't understand. She drops her gaze. I lied to you. I used you. I could have told you where to look for the demons right away, but I needed someone who could help me get rid of the hag. When I was freed from the dungeons of Dresden, the demons set her on my trail, and I could not have dealt with her single-handedly. Hearing this, the old woman lets out a screeching cackle that shakes her whole body. What are you laughing at? It doesn't matter what I've done. You won't be living here alive. A demon using lies and manipulation to get what it wants. This does not surprise me. What does surprise me is that you've done this in an attempt to prove that you are somehow different from her. I guess we should do good. Let her go, Arushala. Let her leave. No, you don't know what kind of monster she is. We can't let her go. Wow. With unmatched speed, Arushala attacks the hag. She screeches her last rasping cackle, which soon turns into a strangled gurgle. I guess you and I need to have a very serious chat. Arushala's eyes are plaintive as she holds your gaze. There is much I have to explain, to confess, but first please, there's something I want to show you. Come, it's not far. Arushala approaches the grave. It is small, but surprisingly well maintained given the surrounding squalor and neglect. Now Arushala touches the cold stone, decorated with a death-numb butterfly, like she is greeting an old friend. Silently, she turns to you. She retrieves a map from her bag, makes a mark on it, and holds it out to you. First things first. Here, I wasn't lying to you about this. That's where you'll find the Ivory Sanctum, and in it, the secret of the demons with the strange powers. The entrance is hidden under a pile of skulls. Excuse me. I don't know how to open it, and I've never been inside, but cultists enter it somehow, which means you can find a way to get inside. Who does this grave belong to? My last... Oh, it's the priestess. She was a priestess of Desna. I seduced her and drained her soul. She died in my arms, and I decided to bask in her final reveries, so I dove into her fading mind. Yeah, we heard about this before when we talked to her. She showed me mercy instead of punishment. She opened my eye to who I was and who I could be. When I returned to my senses, the first thing I did was bury my final victim here and make a vow before her grave that I would atone for everything I'd done. I didn't even know who she was. I seduced her, deceived her, and killed her, and she saved my soul. Arushula wipes her eyes. If only I could die and give her back her life, but I can't, Stardust. All I can do is live on and help those who are still alive. I guess thank you for the map. She shakes her head. I lied to you. You trusted me and I used you to get rid of the hag. This doesn't assuage my guilt, but it is the least I can do. How'd you know the hag would be here? When I was freed in Dresden, the demon set her on my trail. She failed to catch me, but she took a hostage of a sort. Arushula once again runs her fingers over the tombstone. She threatened to corrupt this grave if I didn't come here and surrender. Oh, I knew I could not defeat her on my own, so I used you. I used a lie to get you here so you would help me kill her. Forgive me, I'm sorry. How did you know about the bell? This place, the fortress and the bell tower. I saw them in the dreams of the person lying in the grave. She was on her way here for the bell. She wanted to take it from here and return it to the Crusaders in Canabras, but she never made it, because she met me. I killed her, and I devoured her dreams, or rather they devoured me. That's why when I re-emerged from the dream realm, I buried her here. I thought it was the right thing to do. I wanted to return the bell to the Crusaders for a long time, but she brings a hand to her face. The barest brush and the bell burns my impure fingers. Why'd you have to lie? You could have just asked us for help. I was afraid that you would refuse if there was nothing in it for you. And I was afraid you wouldn't believe me, and I am a demon, Stardust. For centuries, it was all I knew. If you want something, you get it by lying or by force. Luring you here was so easy, so natural. Lies and manipulation, they are the native language, one I have spoken my entire life. Asking for a favor, now that is foreign notion, and I have only begun to learn. Don't think I'm trying to justify what I did. I know my lie was despicable. I knew that perfectly well when I lied to you. I knew it was a step backward, back to the old Arushula, and I still did it. There's no excuse for it. I just want you to understand me. Alright, everything is clear now. So, what are you gonna do to me? Arushula waits with bated breath, her eyes locked on yours. You see fear and sadness there, and also the tiniest flicker of hope. I sincerely hope the 5th Crusade would not be the latest casualty in the long line of endeavors that ended in ruin because someone decided to trust the words of a demon. Oh boy, Regil. You're gonna hate me. I forgive you. And please try to forgive yourself, Arushula. Thank you, Arushula whispers. I will try. So this is the grave of the last victim she had. Reinvigorate the land? Oh, dude, my motto's the same glitch as like the end of Act 1. Wow, it happens on the PS5 too, huh? Oh, this is Azata. Pretty. Except, you know, the corruption's still raining blood. What? I can't level up Paladin? Why? Oh, cause my alignment is... Oh no, I didn't know. Oh, I'm so dumb. What do I do? If I want to be paladin, I gotta be lawful good. But if I want to continue the Azata story, I have to go to chaotic good. Oh, I didn't want a multi-class because that's so like sticking with one class is way easier for my brain. But I really do want to continue the Azata story, so I guess I'll multi-class. But what the heck do I go into? Because I still want to stick with charisma. That's what I love about paladin. Well, at least like when I play Baldur's Gate, I love charisma like for the persuasion and like convincing people in the dialogue. This is gonna be so weird. Yeah, okay. I am a bard. What the heck? I was a paladin and then I retired and became a bard. I guess we're gonna try to get chaotic good for the Azata path. It's so tough exploring the map if you don't stop by I guess a holy place or the hub. Cause holy cow, corruption builds up fast. And I'm not sure if there is an item that can reduce it while you're like out and about.
Good night, Arushale. I hope you have a dream tonight. Any dream.
I wonder what this is. Is this Commander's Court? As you approach, the commotion at the top of the ridge dies down for a moment before soaring to new heights. That's him! Yes, look! At the butterflies! Oh. This isn't just for show, huh? As you approach... Oh wait, I just said that. Hello? There's a dragon here too, you know. I'm way more interesting than a butterfly. And it was me who asked StardustSynchron to come here anyway. Who's a good little dragon? Ivy's a good little dragon. Suddenly, Arushala steps behind you. She looks rather embarrassed. I know who they are, but what if they... I mean, I'm a demon and... You see your old friends, the 3 Desnan adepts from Canabras. Oh, from the market square. StardustSynchron, finally! We rushed here as soon as we heard what happened in Dresden. We brought friends too, except we only just met some of them. Allow me to introduce them. Maestress Ola Devara, the illustrious exiled alchemist. Those formidable warriors there are halflings from the temple of Chaldira Zuzaristan, the goddess of battle and recklessness. This is the famous street artist Maestro Aventurine, a pseudonym of course. Rare is the Adamistrev building in Avistan that has escaped his brush. And here in front, we have our mounted gnomish contingent, the cavalry sculptors. We have all come here to help you fight the forces of the abyss. You actually gonna fight? Dude, look at the little horse! Oh my god, that's so cute! Why was the maestress exiled? Prejudice, that's why. The disheveled woman shakes her head in disdain. Her clothes looks as if they've been singed a dozen times over and dragged through various paints at least a dozen times over. For some reason, people are suspicious of alchemists who worship Caden Kalen, the god of alcohol, bravery. Oh, this is what the dragon was talking about, no? Yeah, the drunk god. They also consider my experiments dangerous, which is utterly preposterous for one. Science comes at a price, after all. Well, Nenio would agree with you. And besides, it wasn't I who caused the explosion back at Absalom and raised half a block. I mean, I wasn't even there. Still, now that I'm surrounded by open-minded people, I'll be able to unleash my talents and show those demons that bombs can protect us as well as any prayer. What are the goddess Chaldira and her worshippers famous for? A belligerent-looking halfling salutes you with his sword. Chaldira is the goddess of mischief, battle, and luck, and a close friend of Desna, the Moon Mother. Chaldira is not the goddess of strategic planning, put it that way. As her worshippers, we charge headlong into battle, leading others into the fray, and we despise evil in all its forms. My friends and I have long wanted to support the Crusades, but this is the first time we've seen a leader we're willing to follow. An artist on the Crusade. A street artist to boot? Aventurine. Dusty... Oh, he's even green, too. His name makes sense. Dusty galleries and pompous patrons aren't quite my scene. Is his dignified response. I only paint in places where everyone can see my work and appreciate its special meaning. I used to paint flowers and the sun on the walls of besieged forts to make the attacking army realize they were destroying another peace and joy. Another's peace and joy. I once depicted the acts of Iomde in a painting in the middle of Chelexian capital. Not because I worship her, but rather to remind people of Cheliax that this proud, tyrant, toppling goddess was born there. Whoa, he doesn't like Hayomde? I don't know yet what I will create here in the World Wound, but I feel I must play some part in the salvation of this land. I mean, I guess I don't follow Hayomde either now. Cavalry. Sculptors? Exactly. One of the gnomes sitting in the saddle grins happily and looks from head to toe a brigand. The cavalry sculptors are an ancient and revered gnomish society. In certain circles, that is. Our only rivals are the pikemen confectioneers. But they don't have a noble legend that tells of creation of their society, unlike us. According to this legend, a brave gnome knight once participated in a battle that lasted many days. He had to ride into the battle down one and the same path, past one and the same boulder. Soon he was fed up with it. He started to chip off a piece of the boulder each time he rode past it, eventually carving it into a giant apple. The little game turned out to be so captivating that soon the knight's entire squad began to do the same. Then the enemy joined in too. It goes without saying that they were all gnomes. The war soon ended, and before it did, they have carved all kinds of fruits and vegetables from a dozen boulders and a couple of rocks, all while mounted too. That is how our noble society was born. Are you all gonna join my army? Of course not. Aranka replies, clearly speaking for everyone. We didn't come here to march around in neat little rows like all the crusaders who've come before us. We're here to answer the call of our hearts. We're going to help you in every way we can. Except with violence, I guess. We will all do something for our cause. But we are free spirits and we take orders from no one. And we certainly do not join in other people's war games. Army discipline and the great walls of Dresden do not stir our hearts, StardustSynchron. Yet I know you are the wind of change we've been waiting for. In Canabris, I witness your kindness, bravery, and tenacity. I'll follow you straight into hellfire. All of us will, but we will each tread our own path. What am I gonna do with you? I know what you need to do. Knight him, Avu whispered loudly. She continues a little embarrassed as Aranka and the others look at her in surprise. I mean, I've been told many stories about Galarian, and that's what always happens in them. Stardust is the knight commander, right? That means he can knight you all. Ordinary knights are a bit boring, but I know Stardust will make your oath really exciting. I like the sound of that. We'll be the free crusaders. What do you think, Stardust? Just make up an oath for us so we can be knighted, and then we'll start our campaign against the demons, and they will tremble before us. My dear cousin Galfrey will have an apoplectic fit if she finds out about this farce. That's why I'm gonna enjoy every moment of it. Just do it. Just do it. That's so old by now. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Let your eloquence flow. And sing the Song of Elysium. I guess let's go with the first one since this actually needs a check. Succeeded at diplomacy check. A wave of inspiration swells within you. Brothers and sisters, our path has led us here, to this place, on this day, because we are guided by the same stars and beckoned by one and the same dream. Ours is a dream of freedom, and of the triumph of light over darkness. I am not here to rule over you, but rather to be the first among equals as long as you are willing to follow me. Stand up, brothers and sisters. Henceforth, you shall be my free knight crusaders. Ava whispers loudly in your ear. You should have added something at the end, like, cookies for everyone! Except we probably don't have any cookies. Well, I can fly off quick and bring some back. Hooray, hooray! I think I dropped something. It's about to go boom! Wowie! Oh, even a rainbow! Oh, wow! That's really cool. That looks pretty. Oh, what? I just said that. What was that? Where did it come from? I'll bet a jar of strawberry jam it came straight from Elysium. I mean, I don't have any strawberry jam, but still. The big grown-up dragons in my family can transform their environment like this. Oh, really? I didn't know that. So dragons can do that? Well, certain ones, I guess. All the wallflower scratches the bridge of his nose, clearly anxious. We've seen something like this happen before. Stardust. It was back in Canabras in the temple where we all gathered together. A glowing aura enveloped you, and we heard the music that wasn't actually there. Just the same as this time. A wondrous power dwells within you, and it's growing. That power manifests itself spontaneously. I don't know why it happens. He looks at the little patch of nature that appeared out of nowhere. We'll try to figure it out. All of us. I'll need Matrix Ola's help, and the others too. We'll set up camp right here on the ridge and monitor any new changes. There's not much to analyze yet. I've only witnessed 2 cases where something unusual happens around you. Both cases were spontaneous, and both times you were surrounded by people who had helped and inspired you. The first time it happened, you saw a vision, but now a fragment of that vision has been brought to life. Who knows, Stardust? Maybe you'll be able to heal the entire world wound just like you healed this little patch of rocks. That would be crazy. What are you gonna do now? We'll set up camp here. Our learned friends will observe this Garden of Elysium and study it. The artists among us will start working on their art. I'll help the Chaldean halflings prepare their launch raids against demons. The cavalry sculptors, I have no idea what they'll do, but I hope they'll keep to themselves busy somehow. Drop by in a couple weeks, will you? We'll have settled in by then, and we may even have something else to show you. But it's a secret for now. You forgot the most important part. Oh, I gotta actually wait 2 weeks, huh? Okay. Honestly, what would you all do without a smart little dragon like me around? Azatas have courts. The Court of Silent Laughter, for example. Or the Court of Flaming Storm. They always have such pretty names. People come to the courts freely and then stay because they like it there and have some affinity with it. That's why Stardust has to give this place a name. It's his court after all. No. That's if it ends with an S, right? Grammar. What? I thought I was over with you. Okay, let's just do this. I guess there's nothing we can do until 2 weeks. Alright. Hey man, who the heck are you? Early sunset. Otherworldly is the word that describes a stranger's face at best. Everything about him indicates that he has arrived from another plane. What? He bows before you with a grace and dignity. So that's why you look like troublemaker. The whole plane of Elysium seems to be talking about you. Your power resounds through space like a bell. I hurried to the call so I could advise you and help you avoid any misstep. Boring, yawns Avu. Wisdom is often tiresome. A mortal cannot be expected to wield supernatural powers without guidance. So you would do well to take advice from an actual supernatural being. Stardust, you may call me Early Sunset. I hope to become your most trusted advisor in all matters, great or small. So you're a real Azata then? You came from Elysium? Not precisely. The news of you and your peculiar abilities reached me while I was traveling between planes. So I've not come directly from Elysium. However, I can tell quite a lot about it if you'd like. Glad to meet you. Pleasure is mine. I'll take up no more of your time. If you wish to talk, I'll be nearby. It will take me some time and observations of you to ascertain how exactly your power manifests itself, and how you must wield it to stop it spiraling out of control. Once I have something useful to tell you, I'll inform you without delay. Well dang, now we have a Azata to I guess help us with our mythic path. And now for the surprise. We tried to put together everything we know about your power. We started back in Canabras, and now we finally figured it out. It's not like we gained any particular insight into your abilities. We've devised a special guiding ritual. Everything you do is linked to the impulses of your heart. Beautiful impulses. And now we know how to transport you to the place your heart is calling for at any one moment. It might be the gardens of Elysium, or perhaps the domain of Desna herself, if we're right in assuming that she granted you this power. Isn't it just magical? To visit Elysium for real, to meet its wonderful creatures, to discover other ways to prove yourself. We're ready to proceed with the ritual anytime you want. Oh, I know, we'll fly home. Or maybe not, but it'll still be fun wherever we go. How exactly are you gonna bring me back? We haven't thought of that. Oh, great. Yeah, we haven't thought of that yet. We're almost sure you'll be able to come back on your own. Or maybe with the help of those you meet in Elysium. If it comes to it, we'll figure out where you teleport and send a rescue party to get you. We got a full court of volunteers now. Oh, great. Give me some time to prepare. Sure, just don't take long. What we're doing here is all about your true self and true purpose, after all. Alright, I should probably quick save. So you ready? Let's do it. Are you guys ready? I'm so excited. If we got it right, we're about to accomplish something truly wondrous. All the coal of my soul. Call of my soul. This doesn't look like Elysium.
No, what is that?
Where the heck am I?
Let's move.
What the fuck just happened? What? Get out of the trap. Where am I?
Follow me.
Before you is some kind of magical device. It looks old and broken. A large, oddly shaped crystal is wedged tightly into the slot in the device. Let's not deal with that right now. Okay, touch it.
Day 16. Abadius 46.
That's a Raylu.
Experiment transformation. Subject young male, half fiend. Objective to study the properties of hybrid souls. Desired result to see the same results that were previously achieved on full-fledged demons. Suture, bring me one more crystal. I believe I'm almost there.
This is her lab?
Ah, it's you.
Oh, it is!
Very good.
This is the guy who we saw in the flashback. Who was there in the attack with Aurelu. The Dredge Demon... Why? Well, this is so weird. I didn't expect the Azata stuff to go here. The Dredge Demon that appears before you is a pitiful specimen, even for his own ilk, which are distinguished by neither strength nor a terrifying appearance. His peeling skin is covered in scars, and his hands are twisted at an odd angle, and have a slight tremor, but he stretches his mouth in an approximation of a grin.
Have a look around. Go ahead. Meet the locals. They're not the best housemates, but there's never a dull moment. You'll like it. Here with us is definitely the place for you.
I've seen you before. You were disguised as a halfling. You spoke to me in Canabras before the Scary attack.
How did you... Maybe I was disguised. Maybe I did speak to you. Fat lot of use that knowledge will do you. Do you think now I'll just bare my soul and reveal all my secrets and whatnot? You can think again.
So I guess that vision, all those visions I had were true. Like, absolutely. Who are you?
Me? Why do you want to know? They call me the Suture. I'm the custodian of this place. The big expert, you know? With big, expertise. I know all there is to know about it. Things nobody else knows.
What is this place?
What? You mean you don't know?
Yes, the lab.
It's my lady Aurelu's. Her old laboratory. She used to live here back when she was still mortal. Before those Sarkorian dogs came and took her and tossed her into the threshold. But they only found the house. They never got into the lab. My lady came back here after, when the Abyss had already bitten off a chunk of your world, and Sarkoris had become the world wound. But she never liked this place, and she abandoned it many years ago, along with everyone in this place too. You can enter here, but leaving is impossible. Impossible. That's why all the people abandoned here got out of their cages and started living as best they could. You'll see. That's if you can get through. The lady placed barriers here that only let demons through. They don't keep me out, but you're gonna have trouble trying to break through. I heard there's a knack to it though, so keep trying. I've heard of you, succubus. The barriers won't let you through, so don't even think about trying. You might be a demon, but you've got Desna's stink all over you. You!
To be honest,
I'm glad she's not here. I'm afraid of her. I'm afraid of the moment when we'll meet face to face.
She's scared of, well, I guess most people would be, right? She, like, did the whole world wound thing.
Are we really going to waste our time conversing with this creature? I doubt it will be of any use to us.
I mean, he knows this place more than us.
You're in a big hurry to leave this place and go about your business. Oh, that's right. You've got nowhere to hurry to anymore. Don't worry. In about 10 years or so, if you live that long, you'll come to appreciate my company. I'm a very interesting person to talk to, you know.
Can you tell me how to get out of here by any chance?
Maybe I'll tell you. What harm will it do? But first, go and take a look around. The answer's not as simple as you might think.
Alright, I will.
Be careful. This place is dangerous. It hides many things that have never been seen beneath your sun. It is not my land, but it isn't yours either.
Interesting. This is a weird situation we ended up in. What is this? Experiment to suture. Arilu Voilash used these and other similar crystals to keep a lab journal and record notes on her experiments. A pair of symbols on a facet at the bottom of the crystal indicates what precisely has been recorded. Oh, whoa, what? Hold on. The creation of new midnight bolts is impossible. The bolts must be tested in the field. The upcoming celebrations in Canabras may be the best venue for a trial run? That's the beginning.
Let's move.
But what the hell is a midnight bolt? Oh, this thing. The owner of this bolt can shoot it to deal 50 points of damage that can't be ignored or reduced. This bolt can't miss? What? Is that real? I have two. A bolt made of unknown material, dark as night. It absorbs light like a black velvet and seems less like an object than a hole in reality itself. 50 points of damage that can't be ignored or
I
reduced.
stand ready.
So I can actually use that? Also, look at Rishla going crazy. Wait, but if she used it in Canabras, who did she use it on? Oh, a vessel resembling an outlandish jug seems to have been hewn from a huge block of solid crystal. Veins of bright purple running through the crystal pulse with light. A crimson droplet falls on it, triggering a vibration deep inside. You look down and see a scarlet stain blooming on your chest. The wound has reopened in the blink of an eye. Also, dang, there's a lot of paths, huh? Arcane. Oh, hell yeah. Presumably, the object before you is a magical repository for a soul, similar to those used in various evil spells. However, this artifact is different to all the ones you've seen before. You cannot fully identify its properties. One thing you can say for sure, it is currently empty. I guess let's take it. You reach forward to touch the vessel when suddenly it trembles and, with a gentle sigh, crumbles to dust. Oh. The finest military minds failed to bring an end to this war, but a new leader now stands in command, one different from all the others, and perhaps this new variable will produce a different result. That's us. Voices can be heard in the fog, young and old, men and women, loud and barely audible. They say disconnected phrases, but not in unison. One voice may start a word, then another voice finishes it. Closer, closer, come this way. With us, you won't be alone. Why aren't you coming? Why can't we see you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Silence stretches out for a few moments. Who are we? Who am I? What are you doing to us? Why won't you open up? Wrong. Well, I guess, bye-bye. Power roils within you, bursting free, piercing through the eerie fog and hurtling forward to the source of it, and slam into it. You hear the howl of many voices. Then the fog dissipates and the voice subsides.
Adventures await.
What the heck was that? What the heck is this? What? Where am I? This is trippy. Look into my eyes. No, don't look away. You're not a coward, are you, Crusader? Isn't that just like that, one after another. Guess who I'll take next? I was about to say, isn't that Camila? But I can't tell. Oh, it is. The vision fades to black. After a moment's pause, Camila pouts. It was just an illusion. Is that what you dream of? Camila fixes you with a stare. You never know what you may see in a nightmare. But it's over now, and I am glad. All that stuff frightened me. That was a nightmare, wasn't it? You must have been scared too. Yes, it was a nightmare sent by demons. I found it very frightening too, of course. Are you ready to move on? Of course. We must destroy the demon that shows us terrible illusions. I just realized. Predictable. Rego gives you a stiff nod. Commander, what happened to you? To me? Nothing. I assume an attempt was made to invade my mind, to extract some secret urges, passions. Thankfully, like any good officer, I possess none of those. Ready to move on? Ready and then some. I insist that we move off without delay. We must find whatever it is that is trying to influence us. That is crazy. His vision was literally just like an empty space. He knew. Wow. The dude's mind is like.
Let's move.
He's strong-willed, I guess. Oh, Windowag. Blind fools, you thought you could push me around? You thought I'd be your servant? Oh, whoa, it's me. Now you're going to be my slave. No one will dare to command Windowag ever again. Who's the other person, though? Like next to the demon. You will pay for this, impudent slave. I'll chain you to my throne like a tame beast, and I'll rip the tongue out of anyone stupid enough to open their filthy mouth. I think that demon is the one from the very beginning in the maze? The shield maze, who like disappeared? Windowag's face twists in disappointment, but upon seeing you, she summons up an ingratiating smile. I knew you would comfort me, master, even when I was held captive by those illusions. Your fantasies are quite extreme. She smiles cautiously. What's wrong with dreaming of power? Everyone wants power, master, and anyone who doesn't has the heart of a slave. Yes, I love power. I love to command. That's why I joined you, the strongest and most majestic warrior in all the world wound. As your servant, I stand to gain everything I dreamed of. The hunter gives you an obscure look. Alright, you ready? Of course, master. Forcing those demons to their knees and making them beg for mercy was a sweet illusion. But bringing that dream to life will be all the sweeter. Alright, well, I hope you don't make my role come to life, I guess. Is that Darian? Yeah. My dear cousin, I never thought you'd wear armor even in your bedchamber. In my bedchamber, I usually wear nothing at all. You have permission to confirm this yourself. What else do I have permission to do? Whatever you wish. Whoa. Did I read that right? The illusion dissipates. Darian's eyes immediately snap open in amazement. But he quickly realizes what happened and swears under his breath. Then he turns to you, guiltily throwing up his hands. Demon magic. I bloody hate demon magic. Well. It'd be wiser for you to hold your tongue, Darian mutters. Listen. No, just try to put yourself in my place. You're a young lad from a noble family. You have a distant cousin, and she is stunning. A lady, a knight, a queen, a beauty. You interact with her, but not enough to dispel the infatuation. In your rare moments together, she is unfailing, affectionate towards you. And on one such occasion, she reveals how lonely she is, and how pleased she is to have kinfolk in this world. Gods, when I was 13 or 14, Golfrey was the queen of my dreams. Of course, as I grew older, my eyes were open, and I saw the ruler of Mendev as she actually was. So all that, it was just nonsense, an echo of unsatisfied youthful longings. I wonder what would happen if I met Golfrey and told her all this. I'm being blackmailed by a little dragon. How far the mighty have fallen. Black what? I'm only joking. But use your head next time before you start talking about things like that in front of children. Are you ready? He sighs heavily. Lead on, guiding star and tormentor of mine.
Follow me.
Whoa, I didn't think he'd have a crush on the queen. This is Arushula? Oh, it's me. Your eyes, Stardust. I always see light in them. Is that inner strength, or perhaps the spark of your soul? Share this with me. I want... ... to possess you. To own you. The vision fades to black. Arushula covers her face in horror. No, no, I don't want that. I don't want to want that. Such interesting fantasies you have. Please don't. I know I'm a monster. I pray that I can keep myself in check. It's just this place. It would wake the demon in anyone, even a mortal. Please don't be sad. Maybe I am a scary, horrible dragon, but I'm not a monster. You're not a monster either. Arushula musters a weak smile. Thank you, Avu. You're so sweet. Your presence makes everything a little brighter. A glimmer of smile plays on Camilla's lips. Your passion was so intense. When one wishes to possess something very badly, one can sometimes break it in the heat of the moment. Wouldn't you agree? This isn't an excuse to mock me. It's not my fault I feel these things. Camilla blinks innocently. Well, I'm not mocking you in the least. I too experience powerful emotions. Like you killing the Crusaders? You ready to move on? Yes, I'm almost certain that a demon is creating these illusions. A very strange and powerful demon. We have to find them. Oh, he's here. Let me on. Yes. So what? Beneath the top layer of the quivering red mass, you can make out the features of various demons. An eyeless Lilitu opens its mouth in a silent scream. A Pinaijai wriggles its multi-jointed limbs, broken tails and wings trembling. All of it is connected, fused into a single whole, and this whole twitching convulsively as you approach. You hear voices, the same one that called you in the fog. I wane. I dwindle. I gasp for breath. It sounds like this thing's like a chimera, like a mix of a bunch of stuff. What are you? Now, nothing. You killed, ruined, but you, what are you? The voices are unleashed in a drawn-out shriek like a death cry. Well, I don't have tricksters, so the only thing I can do is kill it. The voices in your head subside. The unpleasant sensation of an alien presence also disappears.
I'll make my own legend.
Well, let's touch it.
Day 4.
Oh.
Frost 4632. Experiment: Wounded Demons. Subject: a Lilitu and several lesser demons maimed in battle with Crusaders. The fusing of body parts of different life forms has been done many times before and is of no interest to me. The focus of this experiment is the fusing of souls. Desired result: to preserve the specific abilities of the donor subjects in the final fused entity. The idea is promising and may influence my other research.
So her plan is to fuse souls. Or that's her recent experiment.
March on.
Okay, and I guess that's what the thing we just talked about was. Whoa! StardustSynchron, send me! Nura, the historian, emerges from an unexpected suggestion from behind. Oh, this is the... with the flies! And I had to pick someone to, like, what was the situation where we were going to deal with the flies? To then take on the queen. A ripped book lies in the center of the room. Beneath the title in the large letters, Lexicon of Paradox, are lines of text written in hastily bold script. A shimmering purple haze rises from the pages. You are about to step over the threshold when the haze glows brighter. The power within you responds, roiling in agitation, but you feel no sense of danger. Rather, it's as though you are experiencing a chemical reaction to this unknown phenomenon. Let's look around. Oh, there's a suture. You're distracted by the rustling sound and the heavy thud of ungainly footsteps. The drudge looks decidedly pitiful up close. Without the crude stitching that crisscrosses his skin, it seems his body would simply fall to pieces.
So you made it to our treasure trove. Why not take a treasure for yourself? This is knowledge. Power. Right now it's nothing, but it will become what you want it to be.
Huh. The demon's voice is laden with strange yearning. He looks at the purple shimmer and can't take his eyes off it for several seconds. First you will answer my questions, demon.
Go and ask them then. I don't have all day.
I see a book, but you're talking about power. What does that mean?
This book is an old notebook for recording experiments. The power is the result of one of those experiments. My lady decided to bind it to the pages for some reason. It's the ultimate convergence of theory and practice, savvy? She gave a lot to learn how to cultivate and strengthen souls, and this is the result.
Look at my player, like the main character. He's like bending over.
My advice is to burn that book and that demon, this whole laboratory, and finally burn her.
You're just gonna give this power to me?
As if one mutilated dredge could stop you. That's not it. My lady knew that sooner or later, someone would come for the book.
Not to.
She told me not to interfere. She doesn't tell me her reasons. She said to come here and wait to make sure that the gift finds its owner. That's what I've done. She also told me not to hide from whoever comes, so I haven't.
Huh. So that last flashback we saw where she said to go back to the lab, it's for this moment? What experiments are mentioned in the book?
All of them. Rifts, mythic powers, planar magic, transformation, hibernation. All them things that I obviously know a lot about. You've seen the lab, of course. I also know that the book contains everything about her work on the world wound. It's a pity. Looks looking worse for wear. Who knows what
Isn't
is
that-
still left inside?
Isn't that a big deal? Like if it has everything she knows about the world wound, we could use that. Tell me about Canabras and your transformation into a halfling. I want details.
You're a shrewd one, aren't you? Nothing gets past you, does it? He wants details, he says. I was disguised as a halfling, yes. Did I have to drag your body to the Crusaders? I did. Did I then have to slip you a weapon? I did. Do you think I'd have managed all that if I'd been gallivanting around Canabras in my own skin? As to the purpose of the whole performance, don't ask me. I know nothing. My lady don't bother sharing such details with me.
Right. Yeah, I wasn't expecting them to know that. Alright.
That's good. That's good indeed. Knowledge leads to progress, eh?
Who cares who set this whole thing up? You're not going to turn down power that's fallen into your lab. And if you gain power, that means I'll gain power too.
What a charming demon. He certainly does not wish us any harm. There's no reason at all for us to doubt his words. There is no possible way that this book could be a nefarious trap. Not in the slightest.
Damn, man. Every option is take the book. Except one. Well, two, I guess, technically. But all the alignment ones are take the book. I mean, I'm trying to build chaotic since I'm already good, so I guess I'll pick this one. Take the book. I don't care about warnings, prohibitions, or intrigues. I'll do things my way. Holy! Oh, I'm not bending anymore. Your fingers barely graze the book when the purple glow flares brightly, and a series of inscriptions, diagrams, and sketches. Oh, we gotta read that. Flash by, imprinting themselves in your memory as if you always known them. Powers fills you, just as wrathful and overwhelming as in the battle for the Wardstone or the moment you acquired the Sword of Valor. Yeah, part 1 it says. On the natures of rifts. That which we call a rift is in fact close to the opposite, a suture or a tie. It is the place where two planes are stitched together, enmeshed to the point of merging. Two types of rifts are encountered on the borders of the world wound. Where am I? Short-term natural rifts and stable engineered rifts. The latter allowed entire armies to pass freely between the Abyss and Galarian. They were created at points where the fabric of reality formed a specific type of fold, where the material plane was the closest to the Abyss. More information about these folds can be found in the former Sarkoris, in the Temple of Stone, manuscripts in the ruined city of Eyes. Some of my own notes are also held there. I shall only make passing reference to them here. We could probably go there then. Like on the map maybe. Like that would be an actual place to get more info. At the time of writing, 5 of these folds have been identified. The most significant one was located near Threshold Fortress, and it was that which made the world wound possible. The second most significant rift, the Maiming of Eyes, marks the ruin of the famous city. The third one, the Gates of Midnight, is hidden in the Midnight Fane. The fourth, the Harrowing, leads to my personal laboratory. That's how we got here? Like that house it was a rift that took us here? And finally, the fifth, the Blood of Plurura, is located near the Sarkorian Shrine. All of the rifts within the perimeter of the wound function as a single system. In a way, they are like a single entity, or offshoots from a single root. This means that closing them separately is impossible. Oh. They will disappear only when the source is uprooted, the main rift, that which some call the last threshold, although it is in fact the true and original world wound. The wound cannot be closed using ordinary methods. The very manner in which it was opened protects it from interference. The only means of closing it requires ... Is the last surviving page of... Wait, what? Is the last surviving page of a book that has been ripped in 2. All the other pages are missing. Well, crap. The big thing we need is not in the page. God dang it. What the heck is happening? Oh, we're back here. Oh, this is when he gave me the weapon.
Discari's here. Discari himself. Blimey! One minute we had a dragon, the next, bam, she was gone. What are you gonna do? Fight or flee? If fleeing's your plan, let me help you out. I've got a scroll here with a good protective spell.
I didn't pick the scroll. Yeah, I guess it's... I wonder if this option changes, because I could pick different things, I remember. I did pick the weapon. Care to lend me a weapon? I'll try to fight the demons.
Sure thing. Here, take this.
Crossbow.
Best crossbow I've got. The person who made it said it could pierce the hide of a demon lord even. Good luck! Try not to get eaten now!
Yes, very good. A dose of bravery or a bit of honor. It could be nothing else. Or perhaps his instincts are hinting.
You risk taking a weapon from a stranger's hand and giving battle to Discari himself. Yeah, this would have been different then.
Milady, this creature's about to die. Shouldn't you... That's it. I've done as she asked. Now I can return to my lady.
Wait. There's a crossbow I got. I can't remember. God, it's been so long. Did I shoot Discari? And if I did, was I the one who's... Like, did that crossbow have the midnight bolt? And that was like the test for that? Why did Irelu need someone to shoot Discari back in Canabras?
She needed to spill his blood. The blood of a demon lord is a powerful thing and very useful, you see. It's a priceless reagent. You can make so many things out of it. A wondrous blade, for example, that can turn even a wardstone to dust.
You already answered the questions before. I don't know. kind of want to go with 4, honestly. I don't know why. Because I'm so confused. I don't know. This is my gut feeling. I'll go with it. Go and tell Aurelu thank you for the gift.
I will. Farewell.
Open a rift? What? Hold up. I didn't explore everything here. Maybe there's more notes. We will make them see us as people, not as evil witches. We will destroy the cursed prison of Threshold and set free the innocents within, doomed to wretched and unjust imprisonment. We will save Sarkoris, but only together. I therefore urge anyone and everyone for whom freedom is worth rebelling and fighting to join our alliance. Your brother Magic Opon. Place the experiment transformation crystal.
Day 28. Cullis drill. 4606. Experiment. Transformation. Subject. Aurelu Vorlesh. Human female with a clear affinity for arcane magic. Objective: to fuse a mortal soul with the essence of the abyss. Predicted result: the formation of a full-fledged half-demon on the basis of a mortal being. Potential risks unknown. The death of the subject is extremely likely. I will continue to monitor the experiment for as long as I can.
So she was initially human. The suture.
Day 20. Farast 4606. Experiment. The suture.
Oh yeah, he's right there.
Subject, former Arachne, subjected to extreme exposure when passing through the world wound. As a result of this exposure, the demon was reborn as a dretch, a unique event in demonology. The reborn demon also acquired serious malformations, which did not respond to standard treatment methods. Objective: to assess the threat to other demons to stabilize passage through the world wound. The survival of the subject is also desirable for the purposes of further observation.
Huh.
Let us be off.
Finally, secret of great sorcery.
Well, well. It seems that someone has been meddling with my projector without permission. Again. How many times have I told you not to do that?
So that's her as a human.
I made this recording for the sole purpose of telling you that when I return, I shall be very, very angry.
What? Who is she talking to for that? Huh. There's no way it's us. Because she's a human. She didn't know. I mean, we weren't a thing, I think. Wow. That was a lot. Jeez, we need a rest after that. That is crazy. I was not expecting to do this at all. Wow. This all happened just because the Azata thing. We got so much more lore. Commander, we got trouble. Your companion, Wendowag, she's gone berserk. She wreaked havoc in the tavern. There are casualties. You must intervene or allow me to handle it. What happened? A drunken brawl that turned into a stabbing spree. By the time I left the tavern, 2 people had already succumbed to their injuries. I can only pray to Iomde that the number of dead won't rise while I'm away. Okay, there's 2 dead guys and this happy music going on, yay! Wendowag seems completely at ease. Despite being surrounded by guards, she grins at them, as if daring them to come within reach of her blade. She stands with all the dignity of a mountain lioness that has broken into the sheepfold, and is not one bit perturbed by the appearance of a few frightened rams. Wendowag, the commander is here. We will put an end to this madness. Lower your weapon. We don't want any more casualties. Ah, more victims. Anyone else want to join these 2 losers? The huntress nods casually at the bodies at her feet. Her speech is slightly slurred. Oh, she's drunk. But the alcohol has not deprived her of her deadly grace. Get lost, maggots. My master will see that no harm comes my way, understand? Move along while you can still move. With a frown, Irabeth lays her hand on her weapon. I'm waiting for your orders, Commander. Just say the word and we'll settle this. My fists are itching to teach a lesson to that ruffian. What the heck happened here? Oh, I just had a quarrel with these two. She nudges one of the corpses with her foot. You won't punish me for slaying these useless scumbags, will you? Wendowag shrugs nonchalantly and lets out a tipsy chuckle. At her words, a murmur of indignation and astonishment ripples through the assembled crowd. Irabeth is pissed. You've killed 2 men and there are witnesses. Do you even realize that such a crime is punishable by death? The rule was invented for you, hick, underlings. It doesn't apply to me. I mean more to the commander than all of you put together, got it? I can slit a dozen more of your throats and he won't bat an eye. But if you lay a single finger on me, you'll regret it. If I'm guilty of something, my master will take me with him and punish me personally. Haha! Somewhere his lackeys won't be staring at us. The huntress jabs her knife in the direction of the warriors surrounding her and laughs gleefully. Why'd you kill them? I just didn't like them. Their sight of their ugly mugs offended me. Who cares anyway? If I was the paladin, I'd pick this one, but since I'm trying to be chaotic good for Azata, okay. I dare not deny the right of any mortal to slay anyone whose mug he or she finds ugly. It is a very compelling reason, after all. She laughs right in the Crusader's face. Hear that, you shitheads? That means you have every right to stab me too. None of you like me? Well, come over here and do something about it. The huntress looks around in circles of soldiers with a bloodthirsty gaze. Cowards. What were you doing here? I was celebrating my reunion with my tribe, of course. You brought my kin to the surface. Doesn't this accomplishment warrant a celebration? Crusaders treat mongrels with caution because mongrels like her. When you behave like a savage, you will be viewed like a savage, one who deserves no place among civilized mortals. Ha, of course. You know all about being treated like a savage, but you've been such a goody two-shoes for so many years, they've forgiven you, your skin color and your fangs, right? At Wendowag's mocking words, Irabeth's features twist in an angry grimace. But that's not my way. I'm not gonna go scrambling on my belly before a bunch of uplanders, begging for their approval. I'll grab every one of you by the throat and force you to respect me. How much did you drink before all this? Not much, just a couple pints. Your crappy upland swill has no effect on me anyway. You just hiccuped a bit earlier. Doesn't affect her, please. She starts drunken brawls here every night. Every time she gets wasted, she starts picking fights. I had a bad feeling this was gonna happen. I knew from the start that someone was gonna wind up dead. I made my decision. The gathered crowd awaits her verdict in respectful silence. Some of them glance anxiously in Wendowag's direction. The huntress stands alone, her lips curved in an insolent smile. There's no chaotic here. She did mention that if she was gonna be punished that I would do it privately, so maybe this one? Wendowag, come with me, we'll talk in private. With a satisfied grin, Wendowag almost sings in a sweet voice. It's not for you lackeys to judge my actions. The commander's wise. He will decide a fitting punishment for me. Something tells me my exciting evening isn't over yet. Thanks for stepping in, Commander, and good luck. I hope you manage to knock some sense into her stubborn head. I'm sure it won't be easy. So, Master, how exactly are you going to punish me? Wendowag looks at you playfully. Every sign of tipsiness has evaporated from her cat-like eyes. So you're sober now. You don't look like you're afraid of being punished at all? Should I be afraid? How harsh is my punishment going to be? An ambiguous challenge rings in Wendowag's words, her lips whispering a silent promise, full of passion. Were you trying to get yourself in trouble? Who knows? Perhaps this was all part of my plan. Or perhaps this wildcat simply needs to be reminded who's in charge every now and then. After all, You know that without a firm hand, I go a little feral. Licking her lips theatrically, the huntress demonstrates her sharp fangs. I get it, cause you're half animal or whatever. I guess jokingly. Now you're going to pay for your insolence, silly little cat. Threats, yes. But is your bark worse than your bite? I can bite too, you know. Oh, that's romance. Okay. I thought you were proud of being strong. Of course I do, but I want to feel weak in your hands. Do you know what arouses me the most? Your voice, when you're promising imminent death to our enemies. That is the voice of a real leader, the voice of a ruler, and I want to hear you talk to me like that. So she wants to be treated like a servant? I guess? This is romance, so let's try this. Don't push it. Get on your knees when you speak to me. I guess kneel. Did I make you angry? You weren't expecting me to make things easy for you, were you? If you want to own me, you must subdue me first. The romance is still there. I guess let's grab her roughly. On your knees now. Oh dang. She pushed her down. You're so close, you feel the feverish heat coming from her body. Wenduag bows her head, revealing her defenseless neck, and you smell her. An animistic spicy mixture of sweat and lust. Slowly and gracefully, she lowers herself to her knees before you. Good. Now I believe you. Alright, nice. Wenduag's fingers carefully brush over the fresh bruise on her wrist. I love it when I have marks on my body after sex. Oh, crap. Wait, no. Oh, that was romance? Oh, okay. What? The ache reminds me of the moments when you gave them to me. What? I scratched her up? We were rough? We did it? Wait, what? So do you still want to know why I killed the two? It's too late now. I guess we roll with it. What did they do to make you angry? They talk too much. When I went into the tavern, they started jabbering on how do you drag a pack of wild beasts into Dresden, meaning my kin. And then they said you must be a heretic because you're relying on bloodthirsty monsters for strength, and you stole the command of the crusade away from Galfrey. They started to say something else, but it's hard to talk with your throat slit. You took a risk by not telling me the truth back in the tavern. I was curious to see whose side you'd take, and I'm quite pleased with the result. You proved once again that I was right when I decided to follow you, and that I hold a special place among your fighters. Why did you decide to share this with me now? Because you're not like the other Uplanders. You understand, and I can speak frankly with you. Besides, you value me higher than those losers. When that stupid incident with the dagger and the one-eyed tiefling happened, you didn't lecture me, or even worse, pity me. You took my side, even though according to your customs I was in the wrong. But you remembered who mattered and who didn't. I guess let's roll with it. You did everything right. I know. You didn't disappoint me either. The clawed hand runs over your chest without leaving a scratch. Okay. What? I didn't. No, that was gonna be romance. I thought the kissing would be romance. Alright, let's go to Wintersun. Man, I don't remember Baldur's Gate needing to do buffs. Ever. Well, not many buffs. Like, I've done Bless, I remember. But in this game, I feel like I need to use all my buffs. Especially for a boss fight. Trash fights, not too much, unless they're higher level. Mutilated bodies undoubtedly belongs to one of the missing crusaders. His killers didn't even bother stripping his gear.
Let's move.
Guard. What was one of these statues? The somber, scared warrior guarding the gate to the settlement almost chokes when he sees you. Stop! Stop, you monster! You son nerve. just showing up outside the walls of Winter Sun like this? Why are you glaring at me? Do you think you could avoid the wrath of the Lady of the Sun? Who are you calling monster? Oh, he's talking to Avu? Who are you calling monster? This is a very nice group of warriors and they're very nice dragon. But this nice dragon can't take a chunk out of anyone who calls her friends bad names. Camila's voice is low and thrumming with anticipation. What did you call me, commoner? I'd like you to say it one more time. With a lofty and radiant expression, Darien performs a subtle yet elegant bow to Camila. My lady, allow me to be your knight and fight for your honor. I won't allow anyone to dishonor you with the slur Meiji monster. Unless my ears deceive me, Count, he did not mention the word mangy at all. Wenduag smiles broadly and lays her hand on her weapon. Master, may I? Stop, children of Winter Sun. The voice soft and stirring. It's coming from a statue? Whoa. Stop, do not raise your weapons. Let them pass. This creature is my guest. I shall keep an eye on him. None can harm the children of Winter Sun within my domain. The warrior's face hardens. What? Let this monster into our village? When we're the last place standing against the demons now that Dresden's fallen? You heard the Lady of the Sun, dimwit. Let him pass. What's this demon going to do to us anyway? The Lady of the Sun has protected us all these years, and no abomination from the abyss has ever captured Winter Sun, and it's not gonna happen today either. The second guard squints at you grimly. What the heck? Suddenly you hear a crash and screams from somewhere behind the buildings. Then comes a call of, "Warriors, to me!" Both guards throw a final steely look at you before leaving their post and running towards the commotion. Only the wooden idol remains to watch over the settlement's outskirts. No crowding here, good neighbors, no crowding. A babao demon holding a pretty flower basket flashes a predatory grin. Poor Dar is not himself. He lost his family in Dresden and has been drowning his grief in wine for a few days. He always picks fights when he's drunk. And you know what a stonemason's fists are like. He'd killed the boy! Oh no, he's killed the boy. Make way, neighbor. We'll put him in the cellar to sleep it off. The babao turns around and hisses at the culprit. A huge Baylor at whose feet a young barbarian is lying covered in blood. I'm so tired of you, neighbor Dar. Go home and stop ruining the fun for the rest of us. Wow, what is he doing? Hitting the poor flower what? Dar, wake up. The Lady of the Sun won't... Wait, what? Wait, what? There's a dragon now? What is happening? What the demon is going on here? I'm so confused. Are the people not seeing the demon? Also, why is it a okay. A tall warrior with dark hair and gray eyes stand between the humans and the roaring Baylor. He looks the fiend right in the eye. Are you forgetting where you are? These lands are protected by the Lady of the Sun. Behave, or I, Marhevok Grunhold, will throw you out of my town. Baylor Darazan. His laughter is booming. You really think your beloved beauty can do anything to me? If I wanted to, I could break her neck, and yours, and your little worms, and the necks of every puny little human in the district. Then I'll pay a visit to the castles in the clouds, and clear out every sunny little follower. I'm sick of this game anyway. I'm leaving. For now. What the heck? Go about your business, there's nothing to gawp at. The warrior bends down and picks up several flowers from the basket belonging to the babo. He notices you and his expression hardens infinitesimally. Ah, guest of my lady. I am the chief of the Winter Sun clan. You can take a look around if you wish, but you must pay me a visit in the clan hall. It would be rude of you not to pay a proper visit to the master while you're in his house. You're a bad man, and your dragon's bad too. But she did land very prettily on the tower. Maybe you could build a little tower like that for me in Dresden so I could practice landing prettily. Demons are walking around your town like it's a home away from home. His mouth twists, like he's biting back a retort he desperately wants to deliver. In that case, shouldn't thanks be in order, demon? If not for the kindness of the lady, you would have been killed on the spot. You're changing the subject, man. He pauses. I'm not used to talking in the middle of the town square. Come to my hall, honored guest. We can speak there. I came here to find out who killed my crusaders. Their bodies are lying at the shrine by the lake. He frowns. The lady's shrine is sacred to all children of the Winter Sun. If someone has desecrated it with murder, they will be punished. I guess I accept your invitation. Very well, I'll be expecting you. He nods and walks off. Wendewag's eyes are calculating as she watches the barbarian walk away. He's not a bad chief. Strong, wrathful, knows how to command. He's not as good as the master, but still, I'd take him for a night or two. Oh my god. Hush, baby. Oh, you wait till your mama gets back, you little menace. I'm a neighborly woman. Who's there? A monster? Stay away from the child, you beast. Yeah, they see me as demons. But the demons they see as people? You feel the weight of Marhavuk's gaze on you. Ah, there you are, stranger. Oh, she ran away. Good. It's good you came. Saves me from chasing after you around all of Wintersun. Here in this hall is a place of power for me and my lady. I will kill you here and then go with my people to Dresden and hand it over to its rightful masters. Wow. Warriors of Wintersun, attack! Of course you got frickin' mirror image or whatever that's called. Cause why not? Why not? We did it. Oh, he's not dead though. He's still there. My lady, don't leave me. Don't leave me. The wounded Marhavuk is shivering as if from a fever. He tries to take the human skull from the plinth in front of the Lady of the Sun statue. But his weakened grip spasms and the skull rolls towards you, stopping at your feet. The warrior watches it with stricken eyes, muttering, "Key," before turning to the statue. My lady, my love, forgive me. I failed you. I lost. Didn't even keep the key safe after you gave it to me. Come, protect our Winter Sun. But if you can't, take me away. Take me to your castle in the clouds. What? What is that? Marhavuk's prayer does not go unanswered. A shadow, unnaturally narrow and trembling, separates from the Lady of the Sun statue and floats above the floor. A delicate hand, or maybe a claw, reaches out and touches the slumped head of the dying warrior with a soft, almost tender gesture. Jerebeth. Then you hear an airy, otherworldly voice directly in your mind. Looks like that's like a moth, right? Or butterfly? Why are you mortals so fond of breaking other people's toys? So you're the rot that's festering in Winter Sun. You're a despicable beast, and you don't deserve any other name. My kinsmen, my neighbors have suffered because of you. Death would be too light of a punishment for you scum. So you're the Lady of the Sun? That is what they call me here, replies the insect-like shadow. But you may call me by another name, Jerebeth. What have you done to these people? I merely planted a few ideas in their heads. Laughter, high and abrasive like a buzzing insect, reverberates in your mind. It is elegant in its simplicity. I make all the people of Wintersun see demons as human, elves, and dwarves, and they see real mortals as demons. They live in a topsy-turvy world where the lands of the World Wound are teeming with brave crusaders, and where Dresden was recently captured by an army of hideous monsters from the abyss. If your firebrand Queen Gallifrey was to show up here, the people would take her for one of the Skari's spawn and try to slay her on the spot. And the children of Wintersun already have so much blood on their hands. Every weary traveler who happened to discover this mortal oasis in the midst of a scarred land of the World Wound, who rushed with brimming hope towards its walls, died at the hands of the clan, and they all fervently believed that they were fighting demons. Why did other demons visit here? There is no other place in all the World Wound like my little Winter Sun. I don't allow other demons to kill the people in my domain. Instead, they come here to play. They shrug off their demon guise and pretend to be mortals. Even Lady Nocticula The Midnight Isles does not offer such exotic amusements. You should find this all very familiar. You intuitively understand that these last words were not addressed to you. The demon has clearly allowed you to hear them as a courtesy. For you too are playing at being human, isn't that so, succubus? No, you have created a tawdry parody of what I am striving to be. You could have made them believe anything, performed any number of miracles for them. You could have made their dreams come true. But all you did was poison their minds against their fellow mortals. You may have the powers of a demon, but you have little when it comes to intellect, as befits an insect. Wow. I heard enough. Oh, really? Then listen to the most important thing I want to say to you. Don't destroy my toy village. This place and its amusing people have become quite dear to me. Marhavak too. He loves me so passionately, so blindly. The creature's voice turns pensive. There are some things you cannot discover in the abyss, no matter how long you look. You probably want to open the poor barbarian's eyes to the truth, but you can't do that without my help. Even if you do, by some miracle, find a way to do it, the children of Wintersun will have to live with the knowledge of what they've done all these years. They will recall every murdered crusader and traveler they plunged in spears into and burned on a ritual pyre. Many of them will not survive the truth you will inflict on them. The rest will be cut down by demons, for I am the only one protecting them from such a fate even now. Oh wow, there's Aeon. But I have a better solution. I will change the clan so that from this day forth, they will see true mortals and demons alike as human. I will make them believe that the Crusaders have won a final resounding victory, that peace now reigns in the world wound, and that all the demons have been driven back to the abyss. Every last one. Wintersun will remain a peaceful oasis in the midst of chaos, neutral territory where neither Crusader nor demons will cross swords in battle. I will get to keep my wondrous domain, and you Crusaders will never perish here again. What do you say to that, Commander? I guess there's no way. No. I mean, even if the truth hurts, it's up to them. They should have the choice to, I guess, like, accept the truth or whatever. Not live in, I guess, blissful ignorance. Not a chance, you monster. You will free the people from your deception now, or you will regret it. Jerebeth hesitates. The demon's flat, insectoid visage is difficult to read, but her quivering mouth betrays her extreme tension. At last, a phrase rings in your mind. Alright, I'll do as you say. Outside, a clamor starts to swell. 1, 2, a dozen voices cry out in astonishment, then horror. No, not me, please, rasped Mahravak, struggling to lift his head off the floor. Gathering his strength, he barks out more clearly. I don't need the truth. I don't want to lose you, my lady. I knew. A crazed smile warps the warrior's face. I guessed a long time ago that you weren't who you seemed to be, but you brought peace to my people and me. And I kept your secret as best I could. I stamped out any suspicions, and the people voiced them sometimes. I want to live in your light. I don't want to be without you. Arushula turns pale, covers her mouth with her hand. Her ruby eyes are filled with undisguised horror. I mean, this situation is very relatable to her, no? Because like succubus basically tempt mortals. No matter how much I may despise those who serve as sycophants or the demons, there is some twisted beauty in this. The fellow is brave enough to be honest about what he wants. I do not know many people who are capable of that. There are probably plenty like him here, people who guessed the truth but said nothing. Opportunists. These people have lived for too long under the influence of demons. They should all be isolated, subjected to strict re-education, and those whose loyalty remains suspect should be executed. They have enough blood on their hands to be sentenced to death 10 times over. You cannot read the emotions on the creature's horrifying face, half hidden by the shadows. If it answers Marhavak, it does wordlessly. Oh, directly in his mind, like he's talking telepathically. After a moment of silence, you hear a voice in your head. Give him to me. I got it. There's just no way. This is what my first my gut reaction was. Like my cursor went here. Kill Marhavak. No, he will die here and now. Jerebeth. The creature is silent for a time, gazing at the dead warrior. I will remember this, Commander. I'm returning to the Ivory Sanctum, the castle in the cloud. That's the castle of the clouds, as they call it here. We gotta go there. That's where I think that's where the Irilu said to the other demon at the lab is. You have a key to my home, but will you find out how to use it? I'll be expecting your visit. Jerebeth's shadow disappears into the portal, and her departure spells the end of an era in the life of Wintersun. Yes, Merha, the carver, is standing cowering against the wall. She's gone? I can feel it. I feel like something's changed. I will tell the people what you did for us, Commander. Wow. I want to tell you, our clan has started reviving its old crafts. We have goods to sell. Would you like to take a look? How's life in Wintersun now? We're not living, we're surviving. It's hard for us to understand and accept what happened. We need a few days to understand our lives anew. It's better to know the truth, no matter how painful it may be. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Hardship and struggle builds character. Wintersun will survive. It's got to. Oh. Okay, I just got here. Oh, bye. Who the heck was that? Alright, great. Oh, that was the dragon. Oh, I forgot about Grey Boy. I literally just remembered. Wait, what?
Follow me.
Wait, what? Why is Grey Boy here? However, considering your excellent reputation, I am willing to give you a chance to remedy the situation. The demon leaders are no longer an interest to me. I now find Stardust, the new master of this town, far more troublesome. I'm willing to pay 6,000 gold pieces for his head. 3,000 of which you were already paid for the assignment you failed to complete. Huh. Maybe I should have hired him. Before that, whoever the client was hired him to kill me.
March on.
Crap. I forgot, man. I forgot. The figure in the robe turns towards the cultist, who automatically take a step back, bringing a hand to his mouth. There's no human face beneath the gray hood, just a swarm of shifting locusts. Did I not say what I would do to the next halfway who dared to call me by that ignominious moniker? Oh god, he turned to flies. Oh, the flies are on me. Xanthir shakes one of his sleeves. A small swarm of locusts emerges from within and envelops the cultist's head. Shrieking, he tries to get them off, but they have already buried their way inside, turning his face into one gaping wound. The unlucky cultist continues to scream desperately for a few seconds. Then his body explodes into pieces as the locusts burst within. You, come here. We still have time to complete the transformation. He beckons a demon over, and it scrambles eagerly towards the threatening looking machines. He then turns to his surviving students. And all of you, do as I taught you. Try, just this once, to follow my instructions to the letter. And if anyone drops another Nihandrian crystal, he will only have himself to blame for his horrific fate. He thinks to stop us with this? A load of midges? I'll walk through the swarm and not even feel the bites. In the caves we had underground hornets that will kill the avenged Neither after 3 stings. I survived 7. Oh, now your usefulness in our party has finally become clear. I've always wondered why Stardust bothered with you. I hope a stray blow doesn't damage your dainty face in the next battle, because your face is the only reason you're in this party. I wonder how quickly Stardust will send you packing when a stray hour, let's say, takes your eye out, or cuts off one of your pretty pointed ears. Dang. Well, this is guaranteed. What the heck? Try to get through the cloud of locusts. Covering your face, you hurl yourself into the cloud. Thousands of tiny jaws close on your skin, but a moment later, you're through to the other side, in the chamber where the profound ritual is being performed. The demon summoned to the machine howls in pain. Paying no attention to you, Xanthir places crystals in the demon's body. And you sense rather than see the demon change into something different, something more frightening than before. You look closer and you realize you've seen this type of crystal before. The magic chisel you found in Canabras made of the same material. Oh. Isn't that the crystal we used on the stone? Like the ward stone? Xanthir looks at his students, who are only just starting to carry out the procedure on their own demons. Cease your rummaging, dolts. Consider your lesson ended. You're working too slowly. Unchain these beasts and defend the chamber. Fight until the last. What the heck? He just ran away? Did he really? Yeah, he did. What a coward! Oh, it's those crystal demons that we saw in like the jail. Okay, that guy's kind of big, not gonna lie. Oh, he's a bit bigger too. Why is there so many? What the heck? Oh my god, it's still coming. Oh, and behind us too? Okay. The demons land on the rock with one heavy thud after another, the sounds merging into an unending barrage. More and more fiends appear around you. Many of them are twitching, convulsing, their heads rolling on their necks like they've been stunned. Their disgusting flesh bursts open before your eyes, and strange crystals grow from the wound. Who that? She looks like an Eldar. Although I think it's because with how her hair and the red, it makes me think of Yurlet from Rogue Trader. Zanedra? A well-built female cultist gives you a mocking salute. Out goes the Crusader. Don't you feel a little out of your depth here? Yeah, just a bit. While you were wandering around the sanctum looking for the thing that makes the demons grow stronger, Xanthir the Plagued One gathered up all the fiends he could and performed the ritual on all of them. He was in a haste and didn't take proper care, so a few of them died in the process, but it makes no difference. Even you with your powers stand no chance against this army. I guess chaotic, because we're trying to get chaotic good. Don't start celebrating before the fight's even won. You wouldn't want to embarrass yourself. I chose my moment well. It's a foregone conclusion. Are we gonna do like Indiana Jones and break the bridge? Although there's no rope. The cultist's words are drowned out by the resounding call of the war horn. Dismay ripples through the demon host. A moment later, everything around you is filled with blinding light. Oh, there's the horn. Oh, wow, we got angels. Why are you guys showing up now? Holy cow.
I say to you fiends, flee, for you will find no mercy here.
Dialogue, what?
Forge onward to your enemy, champion, and have no fear. The warriors of heaven will keep the monsters from your back.
These are angels. Why are they here? Like, why now? Holy aura. Dickin' stuff. Oh, she has dialogue too.
Damn it all! You'll answer for this some other time.
Okay, where are you going? I don't think there's a path there. Also, that's not just an angel. That's the Hand of the Inheritor. I remember him. We saw like his thing in the museum way back in Canabras. Xanthir, of course you got mirror image. God dang it. A figure in a loose hooded robe stands facing away from you, hands raised in the air. I have given you the gift of strength. Arise and fight in the name of Discaria, of Baphomet, of whoever you please. I command you, defend my laboratory. Fools, feckless, useless morons. I'm surrounded by idiots. What have I done to deserve this? What crime have I committed that the universe would punish me so? He shouts and calls them names and thinks that will make them listen to him. Oh, there's Finian. I don't like this one. He reminds me of the bladesmith who tortured me. He was an arrogant swine too, but he never berated and yelled at folk. No, he spoke softly, so deliberate, I can't say that word. So deliberately, every word dripping with venom. Hello, Xanthir. Having problems with the help? The figure in the hooded robe slowly turns around. Its face and hands are writhing mass of locusts. If you listen closely, you can hear the rhythmic rasping of little feet and wings rubbing against each other. That's gross. Your taunting words only serve to reveal your ignorance. Imbeciles swell the ranks of demons and crusaders alike. As commander of the crusade, you have crossed paths with such fools more than once, no doubt. Tell me, how do you stand them all? Xanthir falls silent momentarily, during which the rustling of locusts under the cloak becomes even more prominent. You are all primitive apes, cavorting about the world wound in futile attempts to wipe each other out. Oh, how I loathe you all. I despise my idiot students who cannot even take a single step without an order from me. I despise demons, self-satisfied imbeciles who prefer to tear hunks of flesh from each other and carry out my instructions. I despise Discari and Baphomet for forcing me to work with them. This guy is such a negative Nancy. The chittering of locusts grows louder, sounding threatening. I despise you, Vandal. You came in my lab, smashing up my specimens and interfering with my work. Away with you. Get out now.
Heartbeat quickens.
Okie dokie. This is probably the big boss for this. Is it over now? Oh my god. Damn, that was so annoying. Defeated, Xanthir drops to his knees. For a few drawn-out seconds, all you can hear is the rustling of locusts, shifting under his robe. The sound suddenly morphing into a rasping, unnatural laughter. Who could have predicted that a Vandal, my enemy, and the enemy of my masters, would be the one to rid me of my excruciating servitude? You are an unforeseen, unknown quantity that has solved the impossible equation. Such an elegantly simple solution to all my problems. The eerie laughter dies away as quickly as it came. Xanthir lifts his head and looks out at you from his locust-swarm face. You've earned a reward. I know why you're here and what you seek. You destroyed my lab, stood in the way of science, and halted my demon transformation experiments. But I doubt you know the source of the Nihindrian crystals necessary for the process. I will show you the path of truth, Vandal. But first, you must answer 2 of my questions. Alright, what are your questions? Name the location of my lab before I was forced to relocate in the Ivory Sanctum. Wasn't it Dresden? I feel like I remember seeing that on our way here. Correct. Did you know that, or did you simply guess? It's of no consequence either way. Now, answer me this. Why was my laboratory located there specifically? Why was Dresden chosen for my residence in the World Wound? Because it has a stunning mountain view? For a while, Xanthir says nothing, seeming to be careful choosing his words. Stupidity and ignorance are at the very top of the list of your failings. I am ashamed I've been defeated by such a weak-minded creature. Oh, you're gonna die. So, who's laughing now? I'll simply give you the answer, but do not feel any sense of pride that you tamed it so easily. I hope you have the wits enough to realize that it is no cause for pride, but for endless shame. Know this, I've been acquiring the crystals from the Midnight Fane, a shrine located deep under Dresden? Xanthir steels himself slowly and stands. What is it like to realize that the enemy has all this time been concealed in the bowels of your very own fortress? Don't bother answering, it was a rhetorical question. Now, let us finish this, Vandal. End my existence and free me from my burden of carrying out orders for idiot masters and offending my eyes with the sight of their feckless followers. Midnight Fane? What is it? And how have the demons managed to hide it from me? Your naivety is worth lingering in this world. A surprising, incomprehensible phenomenon. I regret that I will not be able to study it under lab conditions. Chittering laughter emerges from beneath his hood. Deep below Dresden, where the power of the sword valor cannot reach, there is a place where the abyss and the material plane meet. It's where Lady Arilu opened one of her rifts, creating a direct route to the abyss. That is where the crystals are coming from. The rift leads to... I suppose I don't want to spoil the surprise, Vandal. You do so love surprises after all. Huh. That's interesting. Could that be why Minago just disappeared like nothing? Like, I remember at the end of Act 2, Anivia says something like, we can't find Minago. Like, she just disappeared out of nowhere. And she shouldn't be able to teleport, so I guess she went there? Why didn't the demons attack Dresden from the inside, given they had access? Such an attack will reveal the secret of the Midnight Fane to the Crusaders. It has no right to fail. Unfortunately, you impressed Darazan so much during the Battle of Dresden, he lost all courage. I am sure you will meet him in the Fane, aggrandizing himself at the expense of whoever happens to be around. What a laughingstock. However, sooner or later, he will certainly try to attack Dresden from the inside. He is more afraid of Discari than you. What are these crystals? Special keys that can, with the proper handling and after a tedious ritual, awaken mythic powers. In a demon. The process was discovered and developed by the great Arilu Vorlesh, my mentor. He calls it transformation. Those that have undergone it are called mythic demons, where the powers truly deserve to be glorified in myth. Who are you? I literally did laugh. Why should I even answer your question? Why stave off my final transition into blissful oblivion? He cocks his head to one side. I will answer you, but only out of my own curiosity. I want to see what intrigues a lowly creature such as yourself. He makes a sound that is not unlike a sigh. I'm a higher being. I surpassed my mortal shell, discarded it, transformed myself like a larva becoming a locust. My loyal service to the dark arts has not gone unrewarded. Lord Baphomet and Discari both gave me their consideration. I earned respect on this side of the world one, and the only person whose respect I have not won is my mentor, Arilu Vorlesh. That is all permissible for you to know. What do you know about Arilu Vorlesh? She is my mentor, although she has never given me the slightest recognition. It was she who invented the method of transforming demons using the crystals. Admiration, envy, and hurt all vie for dominance in his voice. She is the best of all humans and demons, a true scientist, pioneer, architect of the Whirlwind. It is ironic that both of the Abyss' finest scientific minds were mortal once, isn't it? I'll put an end to your existence. Farewell, Vandal. I would thank you if I hated you any less than my master. May Baphomet and Discari burn, and may you burn with them. Ah, he's dead. God damn. Right, this thing is still here. Fuck. Whoa, what the heck? Oh, what the heck? The Hand of Inheritor. The resonant voice of the majestic angel rings out through the hushed streets of Dresden. You hear his words from afar. They concealed it right under our noses, and without Xanthier's notes. That incarnation of corruption. Even I would not be able to locate the barrier. Dude, he's got his own portrait too. Surely the Herald of Inheritor can rid us of the scourge. Erebeth stumbles over her words slightly. Oh my god, he's kneeling. Hey man. It is impossible, righteous one. I cannot do it alone. But wait, I hear the steps of the one who brings hope. I am the Hand of the Inheritor, Herald of Iomde, the Lightbringer. I greet you, champion of Galorian. The angel in gleaming gold drops to one knee. We gotta go, okay, God. Can you stay like that for a little while? Every single person in Dresden hasn't seen the goddess's messenger kneeling before me yet. I assume you're joking, although I am quite happy to offer up homage to such a deserving hero. Wow, he's playing along, are you serious? The angel falls silent and patiently remains on one knee for a full minute. Dang. What brings the Iomde's herald here? Your deeds and exploits, champion. You have brought hope to these accursed lands. Hope that the demon invasion will finally be stopped once and for all. I'm here to aid my goddess's chosen one. What did you discuss with Erebeth? This. The angel gestures toward the symbol on the paving stone. The Ivory Sanctum held a dark secret. Directly beneath Dresden, in the bowels of the earth, there lies one more bastion of the demons, the Midnight Fane. It is the repository of a mighty rift through which the spawn of the Abyss traveled to Galarian. The entrance to this place is right in front of us, blocked by a barrier that is accessible only to demons. So this is where Minago... I just said that in the last map. This is where Minago fled to and where all the demons in the city have been coming from. They can pass through the barrier freely, but we can't. And it doesn't just stop us, it injures us too. It's much worse than that. The barrier is imbued with enormous power. An attempt to break through would trigger a magical explosion. Oh, whoa. I could protect you in the city from it, but even my powers will be insufficient to hold back the chaos and open the way. This is what disturbs me the most. We cannot allow the demons to rebuild their army and plot their next attack, right below the sacred heart of the crusade. Xanthir told me about the demonic barrier. I encountered similar barriers in Arilu Vorlash's lab. I have a key that can break through the barrier. All you have to do is protect us from the blast. I'm impressed by your many gifts, champion. Together we shall open passage and protect the city, and then we shall burn the Midnight Fane with cleansing fire of righteousness. But first, we must gather our strength. I shall send word to Queen Galfrey. Her help may be necessary when we reach the dark bastion of the abyss. The queen will heed my call and arrive quickly. Within a month? You must use this time to prepare to attack the Fane. Avu desperately tries to draw your attention. We need to go now. Call the whole court and all the free crusaders and just go as soon as possible. Or as they assemble. You can't just sit here waiting for the queen, good weather and all the rest of it. By the time you move, the demons will have learned our plans and will be waiting for us to devour half the world and more. Dang, this is an Azata path. Avu's right. I'm sick of the suspense. Isn't it time we did something the demons aren't expecting? Let's not wait for the queen. We'll attack the Fane as soon as the free crusaders are here. Astonishment rings in the angel's voice. No waiting? No planning? Just gather the free crusaders and attack? Yes. Or do you think the demons are going to sit quietly while we summon Galfrey, catch up on our sleep, and polish our armor? Every hour this war drags on, innocents are dying and the enemy is growing in strength. And yet we wait and wait. The demons have ambushed us time and time again. It's time to give them a taste of their own medicine. The angel spreads his wings, brandishing his sword. Yes, now I understand. A special flame burns within you, champion. It has led you to your past triumphs and it will help us in this endeavor also. We will do it your way. Make haste to conclude any other important affairs, champion. We'll send word to the free crusaders and bring the fight to the darkness as soon as they are assembled. On the cusp of the abyss. There's an unusual spring in the succubus's step today. I guess she's happy, and she has a mysterious smile on her lips that you can't recall seeing before. Oh, Desna, something truly miraculously happened to me. If only you knew. You're beaming with delight. Yes, I've never been so happy before. I used to, and now no wait, this doesn't feel right. Look, She takes a few deep breaths, trying to calm down. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have barged in like this. We need to talk, one-on-one. I'll be waiting for you at the tavern. Oh, the succubus runs off without giving you a chance to say another word. Hello. You're just by yourself, huh? You never seen Arushula looking so happy and inspired. She gives you a wide smile. There you are. I can't wait to share my joy with you. Remember how I told you about Desna leading me onto the path of redemption? I was trying to mock her by corrupting the dreams of mortals, and the great dreamer couldn't tolerate that. She ruined my game and made me spend what seemed like a whole eternity in her realm. I had a lot of time to reflect on my past misdeeds, and when the goddess saw what I had repented, she decided to let me go. I still vividly remember her parting words. What do you dream about? This riddle weighed on my mind for many years. Demons do not dream when they sleep. We don't have dreams at all. We have desires, and we act on those desires, no matter the cost. How was I supposed to find something to dream about? I've been observing mortals, trying to understand how it all works. And finally, she takes a deep breath and yells joyfully at the top of her lungs, startling every visitor and earned puzzled looks. I had my very own dream! So many years of hard work. I almost gave up at one point. But here it is, a dream. A real dream of my very own. I want to show it to you. You don't mind, do you? She offers you her hand. Come, I'll take you to the dream. I can't wait for you to see it. Yeah, sure. How the hell is this gonna work? The succubus reaches for your hand with her burning fingers, and the world around you fade as you are carried somewhere far. It is cool and quiet in Arushula's dream. The ground is firm beneath your feet, and the thick mist curls along the surface. In the soft, eerie light emanating from invisible stars, you see nothing. As you look around, you see nothing and no one, except for you and Arushula. Nevertheless, the succubus is beaming with joy. There it is, an actual dream. My very first one. Is this what mortals see every night? Does it look like Your own dreams? What do you think? It looks nothing like my dreams. If you say so. Well, it's still a dream after all. Eventually I will learn to dream. Urushala looks around. Her smile fades a bit. There's nothing to see here right now. Perhaps I was so keen on the idea of having a dream that I made all my other wishes and urges too pale in comparison? Now I have to learn how to dream properly. Urushala catches your eye, cocking her head to decide. Tell me, what do you dream about? Peace. What a beautiful dream. When the war is over, we'll be able to... What do immortals do in times of peace? Do you retire to the countryside to grow apples, I guess? And herd ducklings? Yeah, I'll be a farmer. Oh, what the heck? Oh, there is a duck. Suddenly a lush green apple tree with a flock of ducks grazing under it appears before you as if by magic. Look, look! Urushala laughs and claps her hands. Now I have a dream as well. Isn't that something I made up? It's so wonderful sharing a dream with you. Do you like your newfound dream? They are the most beautiful thing in the world. This world is mine, and mine alone. It's a bit empty right now, but I'm learning fast. I'm happy to share this dream with you. A subtle blush touches the demon's pale skin. Mortals have so many different feelings. Friendship, loyalty, sympathy, even love. They are all so mysterious and beautiful, but one can't truly learn anything from them alone. And who would dare share their heart's desire with a predator from the abyss who is unable to reciprocate? Is it wise to do this? Sure. I don't know, actually. I'm not sure if it's too early or not. Screw it. Gently touch Urushala's fingers. I believe in you. I can help you if you'll let me. Your finger briefly touches the succubus's heated skin. She anxiously jerks her hand back. Oh. Her eyes shine with fear, hope, and something new. Fragile and tender. Something that makes her look surprisingly like an embarrassed mortal girl. I will. Oh, well dang, it worked out I guess. Do you mind me taking a quick look around your dream? Of course, feel free to do whatever you like. That's why I brought you here after all. How did you bring me here? What? Can you just do that in Pathfinder? The ducks are quacking blithely as they graze on the lawn under the apple tree. There's nothing. Well, except the tree. Dream, my very own dream. She takes another look around full of pride and pleasure. I don't even want to wake up from it. Now I understand why mortals compare all the best things in their lives to dreams. Let's go back. Let's go. Urushala touches your hand and the dream world begins to fade. Ask the people addressing about their dreams? Like everyone? That's a lot of people, isn't it? Open your eyes. It seems that no time passed in the real world while you were in her dream. So, that was my dream. I'm happy I was able to show it to you. She looks at you shyly. It is kinda empty right now, but I know how to remedy that. I need to keep learning from mortals, following in their footsteps until I figure out how to forge my own path. Naturally, I wouldn't even think about breaking into someone else's dream, as the goddess surely won't forgive that at all. Perhaps I should ask the people of the city? What if they won't talk to me at all? The succubus seems lost in her thoughts for a moment. Then she smiles at you again. Is there a chance you could help me once more? Ask the city's people what they dream about? They are more likely to open up to you than me. I will just follow you silently. They won't even notice that I'm listening. Sure. Well, I guess I gotta do that and then go back to you. I'll be watching you. Oh, he does? What do you dream of? Oh, I haven't been surprised by a strange question for a long time. Especially not when beside you I hear the weightless... Oh, he notices. I hear the weightless tread of a succubus who has stepped on the path of redemption. No wonder she wants to know more about mortals and their dreams. Perhaps my dream will disappoint you, child. Still, I will answer. I have to admit, I suffer from insomnia. Every night, as soon as I lie down, the ghosts of those who are remembered and those who are forgotten stand around my bed. The stories I have gathered swarm in my head. My mattress becomes hard like stone, and my pillow ice cold. Maybe if I had a softer bed, I would fall asleep quicker. Although, I suppose it's not about the bed. Dang, he's the first one to notice that Arushula was like with us. Okay, what do you dream? What else could I desire when I have my Beth? Anivia thinks for a moment, smiling, then looks over your shoulder and gives a cheeky wink. Arushula quit. Oh, she noticed it too. Arushula, quit hiding. You put the commander up to this, didn't you? Feeling shy, are we? Fine, I'll act like I never saw you. So, commander. War. Oh, we're done. War's no place to be thinking about wants. Needs, yes, not desires. But when the war's over, you mean? Then we'll have a chance to think about something other than surviving. To learn something other than fighting. You know, when I was really little, I would always hang around the kitchen whenever the cook was getting the fresh bread out of the oven. Big steaming loaves that smelled so good. Maybe it's stupid, but I keep thinking, when the war's over, I'm gonna build a big stone oven in my house and learn how to bake the bread just like that. Hell yeah, man, that's a great dream. Alright, did any of that help you at all? Mortals, I still have so much to learn. I asked some of the city's people about their dreams. Is this enough? Yes. You can't even imagine how many new dreams I have in there now. Let's go. I want to show you everything I got. The succubus once again takes you by the hand to bring you into the dream realm. Arushula's dream. Oh, whoa, yeah. Arushula's dream is no longer empty. You arrive to discover an avalanche of voices, scents, and images. The smell of Anivia's fresh bread intertwines with the stench of the Templar's fresh blood from her wife's dream. The bells and harp strings produce sweet melodies the one-eyed devil wished for. The storyteller's luxurious bed makes your eyelids heavy, and the trim lawn which it stands would fill our sin noise heart with utter joy. You see how many different things are here? Now I too can dream like a mortal. Damn, that last one's so messed up. Come on, man. But none of these dreams are your own. What's the point in collecting other people's reveries? No need to be so harsh. It's my first dream ever. It's a miracle I'm able to have one at all. I mean, yeah, that's true. I would have never collected all these dreams without you. Would you like to take a closer look? Feel free to explore my dream and do tell me if they look like things mortals dream about. Maybe you'll give me some hints on how to make them better. Ah, the daughter of the Pathfinder, damn. That's tough. Who the heck are you? Ravenous Greater Shadow? Arushula, my venomous butterfly. Wait, be careful, Stardust. Where are you, my darling? We used to be happy as a canopy of the stars. Leave me alone, go away! Let me have a taste of your sweetest venom one last time. Oh. Did we just get kicked out? Wait, but that was unique. That was an actual... That must have been, like, her first stream, I guess. Like, unique one. You open your eyes to find Arushula looking at you, wide-eyed. The demon is breathing heavily. Droplets of sweat glitter on her pale face. She does not notice right away that she is squeezing your palm with her delicate, burning fingers. But when she does, she turns red and jerks her hand back instantly. I'm sorry, you weren't supposed to see that. I didn't even want to see that myself. Who was that? An old friend from days long ago. That shadow, I wanted to erase him from my memory once and for all. The nickname he gave me, Venomous Butterfly, was the last thing I ever wanted to hear again. I tried to forget about all that, and I almost succeeded, but now he's haunting my newfound dreams. Why? Everything was going so well. She shakes her head. This must be what mortals call nightmares, right? I guess this is another confirmation that I'm fully exploring the dream world. But will I be brave enough to enter it again, knowing he is waiting for me there? There are so many things I still want to learn. Mortals usually find ways to deal with their nightmares, and so will I. Thank you for your help, and I'm sorry you had to watch that awful spectacle unfold. The succubus gets to her feet. Now please excuse me. I need some time alone to think about everything I just seen. Anivia looks surprised. Commander, what's your succubus pal done this time? As far as I know, she did nothing wrong. Really? Nothing at all? Arushula's locked up in Dresden's dungeon. I tried to find out who gave the order to jail her and who carried it, but I came up empty-handed. What's the story there then? If you ask me, it's one of two things. Either it was you who secretly ordered her arrest, or was Arushula herself, and she just felt like locking herself up in a cell? Which one seems more likely to you? You noticed anything odd about her recently? I suppose I have. She's been more secretive than usual. Before, my people would spot her every now and then, as she observed the ordinary folk going about their business. But lately she's spending more time holed up somewhere in the outskirts of the city, away from people. Oh, and one more thing. Believe it or not, but one of my spies swears he heard her crying out there on her own. I'll definitely talk to her. All we know is that we know nothing at all. Talking to her might be a good idea. I'm rooting for her redemption just like you. But who can tell what's going on inside the head of a demon who's trying to turn good? Alright, I guess we gotta go to prison. Arushula stands in the middle of the room, immersed in painful contemplation. Seeing you approach, she recoils in fright. No! Don't come any closer, please don't. Don't worry, I'm not gonna hurt you. I know, of course you could never. I'm worried for you, not for myself. The succubus raises her ruby eyes to you, and you notice streaks of tears on her face. When I joined your party, I thought to myself, this is it. I'm a crusader now. I might actually be able to rid myself of my demon nature. But it's so hard. The abyss lives within me. I let my guard down for a moment, and there it was, waiting to remind me of what I truly am. I didn't hurt anyone, but I just can't talk about it. It's too shameful. Please just leave me here in this cell. Let these walls be my cloister. And don't talk to me, unless absolutely necessary. I will still accompany you on your travels, but until I curb the demon inside me, I should keep my distance from you. What's going on with you? Please talk to me. I know it's not easy for you, but I can help if you let me. You really do want to help me. You want to save a beast from the abyss who doesn't deserve to be near someone like you. The succubus sighs. Fine, I'll tell you why I'm here, and after I do, I'll understand if you don't ever want to see me again. You've been so kind to me. You treated me like I already deserved your kindness. Like I wasn't a demon, but a mortal. And her cheeks blush. I'm starting to feel you're becoming very important to me. I want to be near you, talk to you, touch you. You haven't fallen in love with me by any chance? No! The succubus face turns scarlet. That's just it. These feelings are not love. I'm not mortal, remember? Demons can't fall in love. The most terrible weapon of any succubus is her caress, which leeches life from one who trusted her. I still possess this weapon, whether I like it or not. I'm like a venomous snail? Snake? Toad? I don't remember. Like any animal that can't help but sting, even when it doesn't want to. In my previous life, I had many lovers. Some were my tormentors, who degraded and broke me, to the point where I barely survived. And for others, I was their tormentor. I devoured, degraded, and drained their souls dry. Every single day I struggled to suppress this desire, this unholy hunger inside me. But when you're near... with a sob, she wipes away her tears. Dang, man, that's sad. Forgive me. Please, please forgive me. I don't want that. But every time I see you, my desires overwhelm me. Frightening, demonic desires. I can't curb them. As I look at you, I can't stop imagining us. You and I, together. She hides her blushing face in her hands. Why don't you share your desires with me? Maybe we could satisfy some of them without harming anyone? No. Don't tell me that. My mind is like a tinderbox right now. If you say things like that, my control will snap. I'd pounce on you like a ravenous larva on meat. She pauses and takes a couple of deep breaths. I ask you, No, I beg you, in the name of Desna, please don't ever say anything like that to me again. Mortals can flirt with each other without harming anyone, but you're flirting with the abyss. One playful comment could instantly wipe out all my years of effort and turn me back into a monster. Can't you control your own abilities? Can't you kiss someone without leeching their life force? Not even if you try really hard? I can't control myself. Sometimes one look at an attractive mortal is enough to send me mad with desire to pounce on them and suck them dry. It takes all my strength just to turn away and leave. What would happen if The demon runs her finger over her lips and finishes in a barely audible voice. I haven't done it in so long. I don't have the strength to fight it. I guess... yeah, mortals are without sin either. Really? I can't picture it. Arushala peers timidly into your eyes. Would you care to tell me? To share me? I guess my sin is I failed people who are relying on me. For a demon, trust is a stupid manifestation of weakness. It took me a long time to learn not to break others' trust. Arushala's cast a shy glance at you, and it took even longer to learn how to trust someone else. It's so unsettling, but oddly liberating, to turn my back to someone without being afraid of getting stabbed. Thank you for sharing with me. It turns out that even you are not entirely free from evil. A wise priest once said, if a sinner at least realizes that he has sinned, this means he can still retain a chance for redemption. Mortals often do bad things even without demons tempting them to do so. But many mortals also realize they are doing something bad. They can repent, and they can try to make things right. That's the main thing I'm trying to learn from you mortals. You don't have to hide away from me in this cell. Please come out. But these desires, they're tearing me apart. What hope do I have of controlling them with you so near? I'm pretty sure I said the first one before. I'll basically be pushing it. Desires are not deeds. We don't send people to prison for their thoughts. You wouldn't say that if you knew what I was thinking. You have no inkling of what my desires are. If only you could see what I'm imagining right now. For thoughts like these, I deserve more than a prison cell. I deserve the gallows. You told me yourself not all your desires are horrible. Talking, sharing thoughts and feelings, would that be so bad? Would it? Arushala ponders that for a while and then nods to herself. You're right. Some of these desires are so light, so joyful, so mortal. But right after these innocent dreams, the others come. Cruel, violent, demonic ones. I don't know how to separate them. You want to learn to live like a mortal. Then instead of hiding, you need to learn how to live among the people you care about. But what if I slip up? Until I learn how not to be a monster, anyone close to me is in danger. There's no use in trying to hide from your nature. You must overcome it. Don't worry, I'll be with you. I'll help you. You aren't scared of me at all. You know what a lying monster I am, but you still trust me. Why? What is it you see in me that I fail to see in myself? She wrings her hands and falls silent for a long time. When she starts speaking again, her voice seems firmer, as if she found some source of inner strength. Thank you for believing in me. It means I should believe in myself too. I won't hide in this cell anymore. If you say that I won't slip up, that means I won't. Arushala smiles at you timidly. I will watch you until I learn to look at the world the way mortals do, without evil and violence in my heart. I will learn to look at you the way you deserve. Are you still gonna stay in the cell? You better not come any closer. The filthy thoughts are still swarming in my mind. I guess maybe the next day. I'm sorry that your dream turned into a nightmare. Don't be sorry for me. It's all part of my journey. and it would be very naive to imagine my path to redemption as a sequence of pleasant dreams only. I've already described my countless evil deeds to you. Mortals suffer from nightmares born of their past, and I'm glad I had a chance to experience them as well. The shadow from your dream, who was that? Please don't ask. I don't want to be reminded of it. I knew him in the past. I was hoping he would never reappear in my life. We both caused each other a lot of pain. Please don't make me relive it again. Okay, I guess I shouldn't ask. Don't you feel lonely in here? I do, but I must stay here until I have a firm control over my desires. Otherwise, something horrible might happen. Okay, I guess that's it. I'll be watching you. Okay, well, I had to delete some stuff for storage, which is crazy. Wow, it kicked me out because of that? That's crazy. Well, what I was saying is, because I still need what? Okay, jeez. Alright, as I was saying, well, I had no idea the game kicks you out if you don't have enough storage to save. That's crazy. But what I was saying was, I lost footage, and the footage I lost was mostly the companion stuff, which sucks because there was some big revelations in some of them. Like, one of them is Camila. Oh wait, what? There's nothing. Oh, that's why I failed. Because there's nothing here. Oh crap, was I supposed to come here way earlier? And that's why I failed? Well, that sucks. But yeah, the footage I lost was of Camila. Apparently she's has to kill people to satiate a spirit she has in her necklace. Which makes sense why she had in the equipment. If you look at Camila, this was locked since the beginning of the game. And I guess it's because of that. And who else did I find out? I did Regil, but there was nothing big going on. He tested us in the companion mission to see how we would do against the succubus. That was really it. Arushla I did. That was the one we just did, the Borrowed Dreams. Wenduag. Oh yeah, Wenduag. We went back to Canabras to get the other mongrels, and now they're in the fortress. Who else did I do? Oh, Woljif. For Woljif, we found out that apparently he's part of like his lineage. He has a specific demon who's apparently a big shot, and there's another demon who wants to kill him because of it. And apparently he's getting stronger ever since getting the Moon of the Abyss. Like, it unlocks more of his power, I guess. Like, it awakened them. And I think that's pretty much the big stuff. Also, what's the thing we have? What the frick? Oh, we got corruption, yeah.
Let's move.
Well, we can rest here, but after, I think we gotta talk to you. I'm glad you came. Though all the wallflower says tearing himself away from some calculations. Something incredible is going on here. Ever since 3 new creations appeared before the court, the whole ridge has been shaking. Oh, that's why. Magic has been behaving very oddly, and everyone has been having strange dreams. We can all tell that something is going on, but what? We just don't know. The entire court has assembled, for the first time in quite a while too. Usually someone's gone for a stroll, or others are off hunting demons. It might be hard for such a motley group to live in harmony, but we're trying our best. The court has brought us all together. Since we're all here, would you like to do something? You know, something you really want to do? Last time you did a thing like that, you made a garden appear on Barren Rock. Something else is bound to happen this time. Let's sing the Song of Elysium. There's a tried and tested method for that. Arenthal and his treants join in enthusiasm. The teenagers' faces light up as they sing along. They're actually singing. Kel 5 Knives effortlessly adds a boisterous note to the song. The mimics make sounds that can scarcely be described as singing, but they're trying their best. I can't believe we got mimics. This time, instead of trying to be the lead singer, Aranka simply weaves her voice into a chorus. And then... oh, something is happening. Oh, whoa, whole cutscene. What the heck? I would not stand at the edge. I made a floating island? It can't be. Are we flying? More like floating. Wallflower is calm and collected compared to the others, but his eyes are alight in a way you've never seen before. Our court is now a floating island. Oh, Stardust, there's no limit to the wonders that happen around you and because of you. Well, many more wonders lie ahead, trust me. We do. Ilk's voice is so ardent, it could set brushwood ablaze. The other three crusaders echo his words. I can't believe this is all for real. It's just awesome. But, Wallflower, please tell me you have a couple levitation spells handy for us to get down safely. Yeah, how the hell are we gonna get out of here? Oh, yeah, it really is like it. As the story unfolds, you draw closer to events that have the power to change everything. Some quests and locations may be unavailable. This is the moment, champion. Here we go. Let's see. And that's it. I keep forgetting to level up. I think I just got one level either way. It's literally in the middle? Whoa! Oh, look, there's a statue of Discari. I'm not sure the other two. I think one of them is Baphomet. Andy the Inheritor. You smell the tang of metal and the dry and warm air of the mysterious fane, accompanied by a hint of rotting flesh. The hand of the Inheritor ruffles his wings anxiously. The golden glow that usually surrounds the angel seems to have been snuffed out. A grim, distorted place. It feeds on the foulness and breeds foulness. It's as if we descended into the abyss itself. All the lands of the Worldwound are corrupted with its poison. I've never seen anything like this. Why is this place so unusual? There's a rift nearby, the source of our troubles. The abyss seems to cling to the wound inflicted on the world here. What threats can we expect? Demons can travel freely through the rift. We don't know where exactly the malevolent gateway leads to in the abyss, but we assume reinforcements could appear at any moment to help the Fane's defenders. What's more, demons feel at home here, in proximity to the rift. Spells that are supposed to banish them to their home plane will have no effect. Really? Is that actual gameplay? Like if you use a... what is it called? Like banish extra planar being? Something like that? Would it really not have an effect? Do the demons know we're here? Most likely yes. We're in their home, but I hope they haven't had a chance to prepare for our attack. We will soon find out if your daring idea worked, champion. Let's go! I am ready. Allow me to take on the main demon forces, as in the Ivory Sanctum. I will announce my arrival and they may flee in fear. Or, on the contrary, bring all their forces here. You must press on without fear. If we need help, my herald will sound the horn, and you'll be able to come to our aid, surprising the enemy and sowing panic in their ranks. What matters most is eliminating whoever's commanding the demon forces in the Fane, I presume. The herald's words are drowned out by a roar of fury and outrage from the depths of the Fane. When it stops, it continues to reverberate through the halls, making the walls shudder with every rumble. Oh, that must be the master of the house bidding us welcome. If my hearing serves me right, that is the roar of a Baylor, the most bloodthirsty spawn of the abyss. Find him, champion, and may Iomde's light your way. Okie dokie. So if he rings the horn, then I gotta go help him out. Demons, the most devoted servant of Radiant Iomde is addressing to you. Come and fight me. Show your evil faces. Your reign in the bowels of Dresden is over. I swear by the light of my sword. Where are the Crusaders coming from? Minago said it'd take them a year to break the barrier. Oh, so Minago was here. Duh. It's the same commander who gutted Xanthir, the Plagued One. The Fane is under attack, and with no warning again. Wait, again? Did I read that right? Move it, you beast. Why is that blue? Following Avu's advice, you decided not to... Oh, right. Darazan will gut you if you don't deal with these traitors. I said move it. I don't want you to be here when they... ... Minago notices you and scrambles back. First in one direction, then another. As if she's looking for something to put between you and her. You? You came? Here? Disgusting. Endless mindless violence waged against friend and foe alike. I used to revel in it. I gave myself over to it, body and soul. But now I only see pointless, filthy carnage. Camila bestows a gracious smile on the succubus. You don't need to keep those horrible memories locked away inside. Share them with me, and you'll feel better. You'll see. I know you're saying this because you're my friend. I don't know about that. But what kind of friend would I be if I repaid your kindness with an outpouring of filthery? No. Filthery? The filthiness that perverted my entire life. No, that would make me a terrible friend. What? Couldn't wait for me before you started slaughtering each other? Just calling the useless and weak. Minago shifts her weight from foot to foot. I'm sorry, I don't have time to talk to you. I got things to do. Stall him, you beast, at any cost. There you go, running away again. Like always. I thought it was directly here. The scene, your decision scared you. Oh no. No! The scene before you makes Avu recoil in horror, dragging a sound from her throat that sounds like a human wail. No, this can't be. How could this happen? Everyone dead. Even Wallflower. You protected everyone till the end, but we weren't prepared for this attack. Ilk says without raising his head or looking anyone in the eye. It happens, child, when there's too much freedom and chaos. Early sunset is grim and solemn, as if he's speaking at a funeral. In a way, he is. Stardust, forgive me. I tried to control them, but they scattered, split up into small groups, and fell prey to the demons. Oh, that sucks. Dang. If my decisions wasn't as chaotic, they would have maybe listened to me and stayed with the Inheritor. Ugh. They died fighting bravely, following the call of their heart. They died an honorable death. Some of those deaths could have been avoided, yeah. What was done is done. Unless I'm finally chaotic good now. We'll send the survivors back to Dresden. Then we'll decide how to try to talk some sense into our free comrades. Do you hear that, all of you? Go back to Dresden. Your war ends here. They were scarcely more than children. How could I let them die? Oh no! Oh, what the heck? A strange scene is revealed to the commander's eyes. Bodies of mortals of different ages and races are neatly hung on hooks. They aren't impaled. Instead, they dangle from restraints carefully looped each hook. The entire structure is more akin to a wardrobe hung with clothes than a torture chamber. But it is no less disturbing for the comparison. All the bodies are strangely withered, almost mummified, but their eyes are wide open. The dead stare of a blue-eyed half-elf girl hanging on a central hook is fixed on the commander. Another step and they all die, shouts the demon Minago from behind the structure. These are my husks. One snap of my finger and they'll all be dead. Any strike you direct at me will instead be turned on them. The commander's reply comes swiftly. Let these poor creatures go and you may leave. To hell with you! Minago screams, preparing to run. It's not clear what exactly the demon does, but all at once, the husk no longer looks like corpse. The air fills with their hollow, desperate groans. The hair of the blue-eyed young woman in the center turns gray before the commander's very eyes, as if each passing moment lasts a dozen years for her. Her face seems vaguely familiar. Help the victim. Minago disappears, her malevolent, slightly hysterical laughter echoing after her, but the commander is no longer concerned for her. He is busy helping the victims. The blue-eyed half-elf, now aged, falls from her hook and lands heavily on the ground. Her gray hair, brown only moments before, covers her face. Her shoulders are trembling. Her fingers curl into a fist. A glow of healing magic engulfs her hand and she runs her finger over her face. Her trembling subsides and struggles to her feet. Do not abandon me, inheritor, and give me the strength to aid my brothers and sisters in their hour of need, the old woman whispers softly. Her hands once more begin to glow with healing light, and she rushes to help the commander to heal the other husk. The commander now sees her face. It is the face of Yanyo, the hero of the First Crusade. Oh, it's the real one. He's right here. Whoa. The blue-eyed old woman helps the last victim from her hook. We're alive. We're free. No more of this endless imprisonment. She looks at you. Whoever you are, accept the gratitude of Yanyo, an unlucky paladin who spent years serving as the demon's plaything. So I guess Arilu was right. That she wasn't dead, but she was suffering a much more worse fate. Guess this. If you are truly Yanyo, your sword will recognize you. The old woman's blue eyes go wide. I thought I'd never see you again, my friend, she says, taking the sword. Radiance flares to life with a soft golden glow that can only be described as joyous. For a time, Yanyo stands with her eyes half closed, then opens them and places the sword back in your hand. I've been in prison for so long. I'm terrified to think what kind of world awaits me up there on the surface. My friends are probably dead, and the Dresden I knew and defended, long gone. The half measure probably doesn't serve my favorite roast anymore, and the old tree near Town Hall in Nerosian doesn't bloom, but I have seen a glimmer of hope. If Radiance is still full of power in worthy hands, that means everything was not in vain. Take it. This sword was born to save the innocent and punish the wicked. Its journey must end in the black heart of Discari, the Lord of the Abyss, who created the Nightmare of the Wound with the help of his followers. This is just an instinct, but I sense that Radiance will fulfill its destiny in your hand. The Church of Iomde venerates you as a martyr, but seeing you in the flesh, it's much better than praying in front of your cold stone statue. A statue? Can you imagine? The woman utters a dry chuckle that sounds more like a cough. Minago was always coming up with new lies, trying to convince me to renounce my faith. First, she told me that everyone had forgotten me. Then she came up with a story about everyone cursing me as a heretic. She told me that Iomde had abandoned me, but I knew it was a lie. I kept praying to my goddess, and now she has sent you to help me. Oh, should I tell her this? That's sad. I guess. I'm sorry, but your friends Staunton and Joran Vane defected to the demons and perished. I know. Oh, she says in a colorless voice. Minago likes to wake me up and tell me, sometimes even show me, all kinds of despicable things. Oh, Staunton, how could you believe someone so repulsive as her, and drag your brother to the grave with you? Don't scold them, mistress. You know how hard it is when demons torture you. They use pain on some, tenderness on others, but the result is always the same. Misery and suffering. Only those whose faith is unshakable do not break under such torment. Tell me how you ended up here. This is one of Minago's lairs. Lily-Twos are famous for collecting trophies. They need husks for practical purposes, too, to take on their appearance or redirect any attack aimed at them. But we were more than that for Minago. We were her collector's items. So literally you were here because Minago? She just wanted you to like toy with you? Huh. I thought it'd be someone else who would have her, like someone more bigger. Have you been here all these years? No, My first years... Oh, there we go. My first years in captivity were spent in the lab of the damn traitor Arilu Vorlesh. There were many like me, fallen crusaders and demons injured by her swords and spells. She healed many of them, but at what cost? I saw a dozen demons who were simply sewn together, fused into one grotesque whole. People who had demon limbs grafted on their bodies. She shudders in disgust. But you probably want to know about the rest of my imprisonment. The Fane was created a few years after the siege of Druzen, when I was taken captive. Arilu came here personally to open a rift. That was also when she gave me to Minago to be turned into a husk. She said she was tired of my obstinacy? I don't even know what that word means. She spoke the truth. Not a day went by that I didn't try to escape or kill one of my guards. Wait, did she really? Yeah, she did, that damn traitor. Why did you call Arilu a traitor? Oh, because she was human? Because she betrayed more than her country or her overlord. She betrayed all of humankind, all of Galarian. I have no idea how evil a person's soul must be to wound your homeland and open a door to a rampaging horde of beasts whose evil knows no bounds. You're exhausted. Go to the farthest end of the Fane. That's where the hand of the inheritor is holding the line. He'll help you. Her face lights up. Our golden winged angel is here? It's been so long since I heard the voice of Ionde's herald. I will go to him now. Thank you again. I can't spend a moment longer near these hooks. But holy crap. I did not think we'd meet Yaniel. Grisela, priestess of Noctula. The succubus reclining on her pillows notices you but doesn't even make an attempt to attack you. Her dark eyes track your every move. Welcome to the Shrine of Noctula, Commander. I am Grisela, I keep saying it wrong. Nocticula's devoted priestess. I am supposed to stop your kind, but you charged in here so resolutely, so imperiously, that my hand is already moving to offer you the key. Sizing up the succubus shamelessly, the huntress nods satisfied. Trying to toy with us, demon? Master, she's not taking us seriously. Give her to me. In 100 gongs, she will be obedient in word and deed. Wow. Oh, how interesting. I see in your eyes that you have a mighty spirit and iron will. You'll be a worthy opponent. Watch out! Grisela is one of Nocticula's favorite tools. She knows how to appear weak and vulnerable, but her powers shouldn't be underestimated. Ah, Richelieu. Who better than you to know how weak or powerful I can be? I remember showing you both, and I don't recall you being so cautious back then. In fact, you... Stop! I don't want to think about that time. I was different back then. There's cautious interest in Camilla's voice. Hey, Richelieu, you never mentioned you had such influential and interesting friends in the Abyss. It doesn't seem right that you kept such things from your companions. Demons usually try to kill me on sight. Are you so terrified you decided to simply surrender? She smiles and shrugs a naked shoulder. You would hardly believe me if I told you I was in awe of the commander's glory, or how I want to feel those hands that brought death to so many demons treat my body like a holy relic. It's partially true. She leans forward, looking you in the eye. I dreamed of you barging into my abode and taking me violently, like your slave. But I dreamed even more often of you giving me freedom. There's no place for me in Druzen. That stuck-up prig who thinks he's the irreproachable messenger of Ionde won't let me up there. But I can't return my mistress to report this either. She sighs heavily, her chest rising and falling in a supple wave. Darazan, that brute, got the idea that we all must fight to the very end. He's not letting anyone flee to the Abyss. But tell me, why would I fight you, the victor? All I can do is kneel and give you the key to the door that guards the rift. Demons never do anything for no reason. What's the catch? She wags her finger at you like you're a disobedient child. So suspicious, Commander. There's no catch. I just want to spend more time with you and test you. Her eyes flash. I want to know whether I can trust you with the key. Well, tell me. Why should I believe that you will defeat Darazan? You will get a present if you convince me. Gressila doesn't do anything, just looks at you. As you stare back at her, you are struck by the realization she is incredibly beautiful. Her features seem familiar, though you can't place her. At the same time, her beauty is a blend of everything that's ever aroused your desire, even in passing. Stardust, whispers a voice, the one you heard so often in your dreams. Come to me, I dream of you. Hey, stop bothering my friend, or I'll bite you and whip you with my tail. Avu roars, in quotations, in fury. You freed yourself from the vision with effort. Gressila becomes herself again, a captivating woman, but one who holds no power over you. She sighs disappointed. Why, Commander? All the good things have only just begun. I could give you what you want, everything you desperately desire in life. Oh well, it was worth a try. Come on then, tell me how you're gonna defeat Darazan. Before that, let's ask this stuff. This doesn't look like a shrine. She laughs softly. What does it look like? A brothel? It just looks like a camp to me. This is what a shrine of Nocticula is supposed to look like. A place where pleasure awaits the meek, and the defiant get ... Gressila licks her lips. Quick death. Yeah, it just looks like a camp. Tell me about Nocticula. She stares dreamily into the distance. Her cheeks flush slightly. Nocticula, my mistress, she is the patroness of succubi and assassins, the ruler of Alushinria, city of pleasures and cruelty. She is as deadly as she is beautiful. When Nihindrai, the cursed demon lord, tried to enslave her, she just destroyed him like a bothersome insect. My mistress has seduced and killed many powerful demons. She built her realms on their bones. Yeah, I remember this. The Midnight Isles. Arushula told us this. She sighs. I'll never get even close to her greatness. Oh, my lady in shadow, lover and warrior. I'm not even worthy of being trampled beneath your feet. Not good enough to have my skull crushed between your thighs. What the hell? I wasn't expecting to read that. I think I'll need a week to recover after outpouring of fanaticism and obscure hyperbole. Tell me about the succubi. You must know a lot about them already. We are demons of passion, who assume the appearance of our victims most desire to see. We feed not on your flesh, but your lives. Our kisses are deadly for you. Through them, we drain your life force until there is nothing but an empty shell left. Nocticula, our lady in shadow, the greatest of us, the first of us. Oh, how I'd love to earn her praise, but you won't let that happen, I know. Alright, I'll prove I can defeat Darazan. She smiles, burying her sharp fang for a moment. Oh, Commander, your willingness to indulge me is so gratifying. Alright, we got a couple stuff. Just knowledge, just one. That's guaranteed. That's guaranteed. I got 44? Holy crap. Wow. Alright, let's see. Oh. Let's go. Kind of want perception, but the bluff is a guaranteed. Wait, is perception's guaranteed, right? Oh, it's guaranteed. Let's go with perception. You don't care how I'm gonna defeat Darazan. You're just bored and want to have some fun. I think we talked enough. Gressila sighs heavily. Of course I'm bored. I have to sit in this dungeon because my mistress is an ally of Baphomet and Discari. There's absolutely nothing to do here. Alright, go on and kill Darazan if you find him so much more interesting than me. That does sound impressive. I suppose I'll have to give you the key. You'll just take it by force otherwise. She licks her lips rapaciously. Take it, and take this as a little souvenir. Look at it, and remember me. Gressila's hands caresses her stomach lower and lower. I'll be thinking of you. I got Twisted Temptation. I don't know what that is. Alright, I got a Garo. She gives you a lazy smile. Farewell, Commander. Too bad we have so little time. I could spend an eternity with you. Alright, so we got one of the keys. We just need 2 more? I'm assuming this is the thing that we have to use by the entrance. Masterwork dart, huh? Can I still talk to you? Yeah, I can. I know you just can't walk away from me, Commander. Oh, I didn't even see this. No ordinary mortal could withstand the heat from the bath. You're mysterious and dangerous. I like that. Oh. Oh, this guy. Yeah, we saw him when we were taking over Dresden. And Grey Boy tried to kill him. We killed Grey Boy. You are blinded by a sudden flash. It feels like giants are hammering on your temples, and a monster's pain lashes your chest. Your wound has reopened at the worst possible moment, and it's gushing blood. You sense the malevolent proximity of the abyss. You can almost touch the threat emanating from it. Slowly, almost reluctantly, the wound closes, but the pain and your heightened awareness remains. The hall bears traces of the huge Baylor's anger. Some of the demons are lying on the floor, literally ground into a bloody mess, while the rest are cowering against the walls. The blood is not confined to the ground either, but is splashed across the face of the kneeling Minago. Oh yeah, she is there. I keep not seeing her. It's not clear if it came from the pentagram on the Lily 2's forehead or from a slash of the claws.
Let me into the rift, Tarazan!
Oh.
We're all going to die here! Trying to fight back. It's madness!
No one goes into the rift. You will fight, all of you, or else.
Baylor unleashes a deafening roar, the eyes of his huge head filling with true madness. Well, if any of you want to leave, let them go, demon, and fight me if you're so eager.
I told you, Tarazan. Now you're going
Get out of good.
die, and they'll hang your horned skull on the walls of Dresden.
You and your little troop made a fool of me at the Battle of Dresden. Finally, I can make you pay. Finally.
Oh, Minago's not dead, but she's hurt. Oh, hell yeah. Ow, that freaking hurt. Minago's kneeling, her hands clasped in front of her. Blood from the mark carved on her forehead dripping down her eyeless face. But the demon doesn't seem to care. I'm so tired of you, Stardust. I can't do it anymore. I can't run or fight. Nothing. I've hunted the paladins of the good gods for centuries. You can make a burial mound out of the tin heads of all the idiots I've killed or tricked. But you're nothing like them. You never do what others expect, and you always appear when you're not supposed to. Every stone wall has a weak spot, a place where if you strike it, the whole structure will come tumbling down. Staunton was the weak spot for the First Crusades. I struck it and won Dresden almost single-handedly. But your crusade is not a wall. It's a tangle of disconnected roots and branches. I don't know how to fight you. I can't even undermine the discipline of your followers, because they never even heard of discipline. Huh. Let's go good? Let's talk. Even a demon deserves the chance to be heard. Minago licks her lips nervously, her fleshy tongue resembling a crimson slug. I can be useful to you. I'll tell you what I know, about anything you want. Okay, what's the mark on your face? Her face twists in a grimace horror and hatred. A brand. Baphomet's brand. And yours too. Wait, what? Mine? He branded me, my master. He branded me for my failure in Canabras. He took my powers. He made my face. The damn thing hurts all the time. He said the mark would stay with me and I would keep bleeding until I spilled the blood of the one who caused me fail in Canabras. She licks her lips and gives you a slanted grin. If only you would take pity on a poor demon and let me bring your head to Lord Baphomet. The pain would finally stop. So you'll be in pain until you kill me? Yes. But how am I supposed to do that when the brand is taking away half my powers? I can't do what's being asked of me. I just can't. And I'll never win back the favor of my Lord Hepzamira. Tell me where the rift leads. To the Nexus, a hub of portals in the Midnight Isles. Oh. It's the most convenient place of transferring cargo and troops. Despair seeps into Minago's voice. What a tactful reminder that freedom is just a step away. But what kind of freedom would it be? It won't rid me of Baphomet's brand. The Lily 2 quickly dashes away the blood from the mark on her forehead, leaving a broad scarlet streak on her smooth skin. Tell me about the demons who command you. I serve Lord Baphomet, the great deceiver, who outwitted the Prince of Darkness Asmodeus himself. He is cruel, my lord is. Cruel, imperious, cunning, and unstoppable. Discari started the invasion of your world, but without the help of my master, he and his swarms of locusts would have done nothing on Galarian. Discari's demons only know how to eat and kill. We, the servants of Baphomet, follow another path, the grimiest, most devious of all paths that have ever been laid. I have been one of Baphomet's finest servants for hundreds of years. Hemzamira herself, his favorite daughter and priestess, took me to her bosom. But see how my loyal service has ended? When no one else can see me, I howl from the pain of my mark. I'm forced to grovel before pathetic idiots and witless warhounds, and here I am, begging for mercy from a mortal. Let's go with this one. Let Minago go. I'm letting you go, Minago, but I can't remove your chains. You have to understand, I'm not responsible for what happened to you. The demons you chose to serve are to blame. Stop obeying them and fight back. She tilts her head to the side. You're letting me go? Telling me to fight? Aren't you afraid I might return and stab you in the back again? Wait, what am I saying? You never seem to be afraid at all. The demon stands up, stumbles to the rift, but at the wall of the purple flame, she turns around like she's come to a decision. Something tells me you won't stop once you raise the fame, so here's my advice to you. If you decide to follow your enemies into the abyss, leave your scruples behind and trust no one. Never lower your guard, especially in places that seem safe. If something looks like a tightly closed door, it's guaranteed to open and let out your worst nightmare. It's best if you set a trap at the threshold beforehand.
I'll make my own legend.
Well, dang, she actually gave us a warning. And did help us with all the info.
Rifts are usually chaotic and unstable. That's why I've been plagued by one question. How could demons have created a stable, permanent passage from the abyss here in the World Wound? And as I stare into the flames of the rift itself, the answer still eludes me. What is the secret to this canker festering at the very heart of our world? How can we heal it?
It would seem I missed
That is
out
the
on
queen.
all the fun. Or perhaps I should say, my loyal commander decided to launch a reckless attack without waiting for reinforcements or guidance from me. I felt compelled to abandon my troops and magically travel to Dresden to reach you here.
Well, we didn't have time, man. You were gonna come in a month. At least with this, we took a week.
My righteous sister in combat, please, don't be too quick to judge. The commander's move might seem reckless, but it allowed us to catch the demons off guard.
I'm surprised the Inheritor actually went with my plan, honestly. I thought he would disagree, but hey, it worked out, I guess.
What is this? My goddess's herald is in favor of foolhardy escapades? However, we shall let the matter rest for now. I was striving to catch up with you for a reason.
Yeah.
My friends and comrades, the time has come for us to discuss something of the utmost importance. It is here, on the threshold of the abyss, that I must announce an important decision before you all. But first, we shall talk about you, Commander. About how well you have discharged the duties I entrusted to you.
Right here. Right in the... Here? We can't go in somewhere more prettier?
My righteous sister in faith. Must these discussions
yeah, he agrees with
take
me.
place now at such a moment? The enemy is watchful, and its forces are great. That is what we must turn our attention to, not scrutinizing our fellow crusaders.
I like the Mastodon is still there.
In the 100
He's
years
so
that
big.
this war has lasted, not a day has gone by when I haven't thought about how we can win it. That is precisely why we cannot delay the conversation any longer.
I should go chaotic, but this sounds too mean, honestly. This is the one I should go. Is this really the best time to discuss my actions?
I'm afraid so. I cannot delay this. As the Queen, I have no complaints about how you are waging the war against the demons. However, as your friend, I must confess that your mythic powers are too unstable. I cannot fully trust them. I fear they will stand in the way of our friendship.
What? I mean, I understand not trusting them because we know nothing about them, but why would it stand in the way of our friendship?
A commander's absolute priority is leading the Crusader armies. And I cannot help but notice that you have handled this part of your responsibilities well.
Yeah, let's go.
I cannot but notice your strange choice of companions.
Oh.
The good gods teach us to seek the light even in the darkest soul, and to believe in redemption. But it is one thing to believe in the good intentions of a murderous succubus, and, for example, send her to a temple of Desna to be cared for by experienced priests. But it is another matter entirely to take the demon with you to the front lines, where one well-timed stab in the back could put a tragic end to our entire Crusader cause. It is unthinkably reckless.
But I trust her. Rushala's a good person. I don't think she'd stab me in the back.
With all due respect, my lady, Arushale has proven herself to be a faithful and reliable comrade. She has fought bravely for us, and we both want to see the demons defeated. Is there any reason to reproach the commander for accepting her into our party?
You can find reasons aplenty in any Mendevian cemetery, Seela.
Oh.
Each one is full of the graves of those who were deceived by demons.
There's an angel one too. Wow, we can intimidate her? Oh, wow, that one's crazy. Whoa! I kinda wanna, but that's too much. I think they're guaranteed 46. What the fuck? I trust Arushala completely. She's not only a loyal friend, but living proof that even demons can change for the better.
Your words carry a ring of truth. The example of one malefactor changed for the better could do more for the Crusades than a dozen paragons of faith.
Thank you. I can't believe you really said that.
Aww. Within moments of the Queen beginning to speak, Arushala seemed to turn to stone. But now she releases a breath.
Have I already mentioned how disappointed I was by your reckless desire to storm
Yeah,
the
you did
Fane
say that.
without waiting for me and reinforcements from Nerosian? I shall remind you again. A person must be judged by their actions.
Okay, yeah, But it was a month. We couldn't wait.
I watched you spare the life of a demon. And not any demon, but Minago, our old and dangerous enemy, who is responsible for the deaths of hundreds of Crusaders.
But I gave my word. She told us a lot of stuff, and I felt like the right thing to do.
I also wish to mention what you did with Iomede's banner, the Sword of Valor. This sacred relic, handed to you to defend the city against the demons, has become a reflection of you. I do not know how you managed to distort its features, but I cannot overlook it. I only pray that Iomede will forgive us all for this most improper treatment of her relic.
But even the Inheritor gave me his okay. And he's like the closest person to Iomede. So she'll be fine.
That is all I wish to say. And now, to summarize.
Well, a lot of that was negative, so...
You can think my assessment is empty fault-finding, but I am responsible for the entire crusade, for Mendev, and for the future of those who have encountered or will encounter the evil of the World Wound. I do not have the luxury of making a single mistake.
You hear the ring of steel in her voice.
That is why I am forced to remove you from the command of the Fifth Crusade.
Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting that. Damn. That's crazy. Huh. I wonder if I did things differently, would she not do this? Wow. Okay. I I want to say lawful, but I feel like that would take me out of chaotic good. Oh, and there's an angel one too. Well, I guess this is how you thank me for everything I've done. Throughout the Queen's entire speech, yeah, he doesn't say anything. He's silent, but his silence is more expressive than an entire crowd yelling profanities. That is true. He always says something.
I deeply respect the desire to bring discipline to the Crusades, but not all the accusations you leveled at the commander are guided by that desire.
My righteous sister, you are entitled to make such a decision, but please reconsider whether this is the right one. He is not just the Crusade commander. He is our hope, our only hope.
I'm really surprised the Inheritor is like batting for me this hard. It's surprising because like the way she's acting is what I would think the Inheritor would act towards me, since he's supposed to be so I mean the closest thing to Ionde.
Our only hope is he? I see you do not value me
Oh,
or
damn.
the other heroes of the Crusade very highly, my righteous brother and comrade.
I mean, to be honest, what she said, like the stuff she said, like us being reckless and yeah, letting go Minago, they are valid points to strip me of my rank, I guess.
But let me continue. Do not take your demotion as a punishment. I have in many respects been forced to take this step. As we all know, the demons have created a new weapon, Nihindrian crystals, which provide them with truly mythical powers. We managed to remove the threat temporarily, but not eliminate its source.
Yeah.
Nihindrian crystals were brought here to Galarian through this rift. I shall do everything to ensure this route is blocked from now on. I shall destroy all the paths from the Midnight Fane to Dresden, blocking the passages with rocks if I have to, so that demons passing through this indestructible rift cannot descend upon the city. This is a forced measure. I am doing this for the safety of Dresden. But this won't solve the problem. We should... No, we must track the demon's path and settle this issue once and for all. And that means venturing into the abyss. No one but you, with your unique power, can handle this task.
Oh.
That is why I shall take over the command of the Crusader armies, and you will journey forth on this great mission.
I mean, now it makes sense, I guess, why he stripped me of my rank. What if I refuse? Yeah, this is what I was just thinking. If you destroyed the Fane in its exit, how will I come back?
Don't worry about that. I will go with you, and I know the secrets
Whoa,
of traveling
seriously?
between planes. I have also been to the Abyss before, and I have fought the beasts that dwell there. My sword and my experience will help you on this mission.
Damn. That's crazy. Oh. In the Lexicon of Paradox, a Rilu Vorlesh's book, it says there are 5 such risks within the borders of the Worldwound. So blocking the exits from the Fane will only deprive the demons of one of their 5 routes.
Wait a moment. And where is this Lexicon of Paradox now? I would also like to take a look at it.
Wait, hold on. Am I thinking too much? I just thought of, remember the very first time we met Yaniel, and it turned out to be Arilu? So Arilu could shapeshift. Is it possible this could be her? Because why would I want to bluff it? I could just be thinking way too much. Like I'm too paranoid, maybe. I'm thinking too much. Take the book. Here it is.
Thank you. This knowledge could prove very important. We may even use it to deal with the Worldwound itself. I shall have my finest court mages examine this book. I understand how hard it is for you to trust me. Now that I have tasked you with venturing into the abyss itself, I thank you.
Oh. Well, it's true. Until the problem with the crystals is solved, we won't be able to win. I'll go to the Abyss.
We will go to the Abyss side by side, champion, and Dresden will greet us with jubilation on the day of our return.
Yippee!
Wish me luck as well. Until next we meet.
Her eyes dart away and her knuckles turn white as she grips her hilt. We finished it! The deed is done. But ahead lies a road to another plane. A plane of chaos and evil. You can't talk to her? Nope. I can talk to the inheritor. My mastodon is still here. Oh, you say the same thing.
Follow me.
Just quick save after all that. Would this be Act 4? Oh wait, I can just check my journal, right? If there's still timers, then it's not. Oh, I forgot to tell the guy. Crap. Well, too late now. Alright, let's keep going because we're still in Act 3.
March.
The Abyss! Oh, whoa. What the heck just happened? Oh, he is here. Oh, there we go. The Act 3 quest failed. There should be another one. Oh, I have another quest. Yeah, I think those are the only 2 quests I didn't do. Alright, yeah, this is Act 4 now. Andy the Inheritor. Champion, how extraordinary. I sensed a surge in the power within you for the moment you boldly stepped forth into the rift. I was there, following you into the abyss, but it was as though I suddenly found myself in the blessed expanses of the upper planes. The angel turns his head, surveys the bleak landscape that has been revealed to you. His movements are growing tense. Even the soft golden glow that usually emanates from him is fading. So that's where this rift leads, to the realm of the most cunning of all demon lords. This location is familiar to me, but that fact brings me neither joy nor consultation. The Abyss! The home of demons, and the heart of everything Iomedae hates. Oh, how you wish you could rain cleansing fire down on this entire place. But your goddess is far away. And you can't defeat these endless demonic legions on your own. You know it won't be easy for you here, but you are duty bound to fight to the last. Avu looks around in fear, then attempts to curl into a ball. Aw. Arushala's voice drops to a whisper. The Abyss. I swore I would never come back. Everything here dredges up old memories. Everything here just screams, this is your true home. My cursed, benighted home. One day, the legions of righteous will march through this plane and trample its residents to dust. Alas, we won't live long enough to witness that day, but we can bring it closer by completing our mission. Darian stands with one arm slung across his chest. He seems to be listening intently to something only he can hear? Oh. The commander has been banished to the abyss by the grace of the illustrious Queen of Mendev, uprooted from his life and sent on a mission to a strange and alien world. You didn't foresee that little twist, did you? And how could you? It's not as if you ever seen my dearest cousin Galfrey behave in such a high-handed manner with anyone else. Then again, who needs all this lamenting? Words and sentiments like these are appropriate between relatives or lovers, and you and I fall into neither category. The former to my relief, the latter to my eternal disappointment. Dang. I feel bad now. Sorry, man. We are in the Abyss, which is the worst possible setting for any kind of Dalens. Alright, what can you tell me about this? These are the Midnight Isles. An odd mix of pensiveness and profound aversion rings in the angel's voice. This is the realm of Nocticula, the Lady in Shadow. Every corner of the Abyss is repellent in its own way, but this place, this is where one truly walks on corpses. The angel gestures at the land with his iron gauntlet. On the corpse of the demon lords that were treacherously murdered, every monster slain by Nocticula becomes an island like the one we're standing on right now. This place seemed to be created specifically to befuddle the hearts and minds of the righteous. What I mean is that the demon lords are our enemies and their death should please us. But as I look at this black sky, I realize that sometimes the death of evil creates even greater evil. Why would Nocticula kill the other demon lords? For power, of course. Every new murder that she commits extends her realm, and the greater her realm, the greater her power. The ambitions of the Lady in Shadow are great. She knows no mercy. So the archipelago has become much larger in the millennia of her rule here. What does Nocticula have to do with the invasion of Galarian? I do not know. Before the idol that we saw in the Midnight Fane, I had not seen any trace of her influence in the Whirlwind. Yeah, and this entire time in the game so far, no one has mentioned her. Besides Arushula. Like, we've heard about Discari and Baphomet, but no one has ever said Nocticula. Besides Arushula, and I think just now with that succubus who gave the key. But it's no wonder. The Lady in Shadow values guile, subterfuge, and devious plots. I would not be surprised if it turns out that she has been secretly aiding Baphomet and Discari since the first days of the invasion. What should I be wary of? Beware of every shadow. It's like Monago said. The angel answers without hesitation. This is the abyss, the plane of chaos and evil. It would be fair to compare our mission to that of spies sent deep into the enemy realm. We do not belong here, and everyone and everything that does not seek to kill us on sight will either kill us slowly or use us for unimaginable evil. It is a shame that we cannot hope for the protection of the Sword of Valor in this place, or of the one who used to wield it. You should have sensed it already, how different everything feels without the banner's holy protection. Alright, what's the plan? We need to find the source of the crystals, and destroy it forever if possible. We know for certain that the crystals were transported to the World Wound through the rift we just used. What we must do right now is take a thorough look around. We need to understand what this place is, and what they are doing with the crystals here. Whether they're creating them, or mining them, or bringing them here from somewhere else. I would also like to know who's in charge of the demons on this side of the rift. Well, it has to be Nocticula, no? There still may be traces here, or even some documents or witnesses. I see. Onward to the abyss. Be careful, champion. I'll wait for you here. Alright, well, I guess that's it. We're in Act 4 now. Since the other stuff ended. Yeah, last chapter. This is the main one. Explore the mines. Damn, that's the abyss, huh? You can see like the cities and stuff. This once used to be a working portal. Oh, okay. And yeah, it makes sense why the Hand of the Inheritor would be here. Regarding our mission. What if I use my powers to open the old portals? Alas, that's unlikely to work. These portals are unlike the seal in Dresden. They cannot simply be swept away. If you use that method, you will either destroy them for good or open the path, but not to the place where the portal initially led, and where our quarry fled. Alright, that's it. Yeah, I guess next time we'll do Act 4. That's crazy. Also, I'm not looking forward to this. Because you know what this entire thing reminds me of? In Rogue Trader, there was, I think it was Act 3 or Chapter 3, where you go to this one specific location, and that's basically the entire act, and oh my god. I was struggling so hard by the end of it. Like, I barely beat the final boss for that act, because I was... Like, that act basically tests the game, I guess, your gameplay of it. And it's like, since I'm not that into CRPGs, like I haven't had much history, that was so difficult. Like, that act is brutal, and I'm assuming this is going to be the exact same thing, since it's similar to that. If anyone's played Rogue Trader, you kind of could guess what I'm thinking about. Oh well, I guess next time I'll play Act 4. This is still very fun. I am very intrigued. I'm excited. Alright, bye bye.